Hello, 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 everybody. Good to have you all here. I'm going to keep the camera off for just a moment, though. So, first of all, I want to welcome you all here. Kimberly, Miss Chase, of course, thank you very much for being here. MJ, good to see you. It's been a while. It's always good to see you. Usually I show up just as MJ. Oh, YouTube is doing that now. YouTube has decided, I think, finally to just show everybody's complete and utter game tag from now on, rather than just MJ. You can go into your own account and change that if you wish, but they're just going to continue to do that. We've been noticing it the last few weeks. Not much we can do about it. They're just going to continue to show that, whether you like it or not there, dear. So good to have you ladies here, though, because I do have a question for you. So I'm going to put out the poll in just a second, and we're going to be doing No Man's Sky. Yes, Kimberly will do No Man's Sky, I promise. But I have a question, and the question is this. Part is just unattractive. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with you there. So here's my poll, and I'm going to leave it up for the entire stream for anybody to see and vote away, and we'll check it out at the very end. Here's the poll. And let's turn on the camera. Beard is gone. So there you go. So should I grow the beard back? Should I keep it smooth? Do folks want to just see a mustache, maybe goatee, or is there something else you'd like to see? That's the question for the poll. So there we are. I feel like I've lost a few years by not having the beard anymore, but we'll see. I'm going to stay like this at least for a few weeks. Good to have you all here. Thank you very much for joining me. Not just you three, but I know there's other folks in there kind of being a little bit quiet in the background. You go right ahead, but feel free to vote away. My wife kind of feels the same way. Thank you. I appreciate that, MJ. My wife feels the same way as you. My kids are yelling at me about it. They're like, "No, you've got to grow it back." And but my wife actually said, "But you know what? Let's just leave it like this for a few weeks." I'm like, "Okay, all right. Well, we'll see how it goes." Needless to say, the new job I'm at, I've been there for 9 months. I've had the beard for 2 years, and a lot of people were really shocked when I walked in the office on Monday morning. So I got a lot of new introductions, to say the least. So here we are. We are going to do No Man's Sky. The poll that I had put out yesterday, 49% like to see No Man's Sky and kind of a cozy, easygoing thing so we can chat and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. I'm good with that. And yet 42% said like do a no startership challenge type thing. That's most of the percentages right there. There was a very small percentage that said Dune, and a very small percentage that said do something else. And I did count the thumbs ups and stuff like that went in there, so there's really a small percentage of people that wanted something else. I know that Delta is pushing. You like that? It's not a new logo. It's, believe it or not, it's something that comes with one of the apps I use for the thumbnails and stuff like that. This is a thumbnail in the background, if you will. But it's one of the things that come with the thumbnail, and I thought it was just really funny. And I'm like, let's just throw that in there too. It's a keeper. I might just have to keep doing that. Yeah, I might just do that. Maybe I'll somehow find a way to superimpose it on my shirt or something like that. But yeah, we're going to definitely stick with No Man's Sky. And we're going to do that. I think Delta was trying to push me to do Elite Dangerous. There's a lot to that, Delta, so I'm going to put that out there if he ever watches this later at another time, or if he happens to be, sneaky watching right now, or Delta Creators watching, or Hunt, or something like that. You guys can have it. I'm good with doing what I'm doing right now. No Man's Sky has been my go-to for a long time. I'll stick to it. I'm really surprised not a lot of folks didn't want to see more of the Dune, just to see how well we're doing, because I've got my new character back up to almost level 170 again. And I'm finding out some other folks, like Fett Cypher, you've seen him in here, as well as a couple others have also got their own things set up over there on the same exact server, which is pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to join up with them yet. I actually got sucked into something on No Man's Sky. We'll go ahead and switch over while I'm thinking of it. I gotta get used to using my stream deck. Hold on. There we go. and I was doing some more of the 2025 playthrough, finishing it out. I finally finished all the episodes, so you guys are going to see there's like 3 more episodes coming out every Monday. However, if there is an emoji drop or we're going to get an update, I'll try to squish them together and try to redistribute when they're released. That way they're released before we get whatever update may be coming out, which I think is going to be like the end of this month, beginning of February, right around there. So we'll see what happens. So, like a little check-in on Dune, if you wanted to give it a few minutes at the end of the stream. Yeah, I can do that. What server am I on? Hey, Tigger, good to have you here, by the way. Good to see you. It is the Icarus server that's in Europe. So when you're checking servers, you have to choose, North America, Europe, things like that. So choose Europe, because that's where everything originated. And the name inside the Icarus grouping, if you will, the server name is Voyagers. It's F as in Frank, A-J-R. So Icarus and then Voyagers. So Icarus, Voyagers. There it is. So there you are. Yeah, we'll give it a little bit of, we'll touch on it at the end. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. So why did I shave it all off? Miss Chase wants to know. My ping to Europe would probably be catastrophic. Surprisingly enough, mine ain't terrible, and I'm in the middle of Kentucky, so I wouldn't be surprised. Why did I shave it off? It's been a while coming. I got really busy there for a little while, and I know if some of you saw my last stream, there's a lot of things I needed to do in real life around the house, and I literally let it go for like about an extra week. And I looked in the mirror one day, and it was just unkempt and sticking out places, and it was really ticking me off. And rather than taking the shaver and trying to trim it back and get it back organized again, I was like, you know what, I'd like to see if I can't grow it in a little bit thicker if I do grow it back, so why don't I take it off? I've been talking to the family about it and threatening to do so, so I did it. And here we are. So there you are. Hey, Kimberly, good to have you here. I saw you had jumped in earlier and said No Man's Sky, and yes, that's what we're doing, obviously. That's what we're going to do. We're definitely not going to do, I run a ping about 140 to 160. Mine tends to creep up to that area on Dune, and then it drops down to about 100. So it goes into the yellow range. I only think I've gone to the red range once before it dropped back down again. So I'd never really had any trouble with it. I'm doing pretty good on it. Star Rupture, I've been hearing a lot about. And it's good diversion to No Man's Sky. I hear you. I hear you. New, but it does have promise, and it is brand new. I mean, it's in the pre stages right now. So, and yeah, it might grow back thicker. It is possible. It is possible. So, but right now, I'm enjoying the fact that everybody keeps walking it to me and say, "Dude, you look like 10 years younger." And I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll keep with that." So now I'm looking like I'm like 150 instead of 170 or whatever. Yeah. So, but good to have you all here. Steve, good to have you, by the way. I just caught that you were the one that said about Star Rupture. That's true. That's true. It's a good, I've seen some good stuff about it. So, oops, I forgot to get rid of that. There we go. So, yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. So let me just jump over here. We're going to get my cursor, get back where it was. All right, here we go. So we're going to go into the 2025 story mode playthrough. Like I said, I finished it out. I got 3 episodes left. There is some testing I want to try, and I'm going to bring you guys along for the boring journey of doing so. I've been told that when you go for a living frigate, the first time you do it, you have to have that dream aerial, right? So you make that, you finally get it, you put it on your ship, you do the pulse, you get your first one. You guys have seen it. I've done it, I think, on one of the anomaly mission things. All right, great. I've been told you don't have to have it on you anymore after that. You can just store it away, throw it, destroy it. You can put it on your freighter, whatever, and you can just continue on. All right, well. Hey, Jim, good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Jim Daystar. I like the name. That's pretty cool. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Paul. Everybody says that. I don't know why. Everybody looks at me and goes, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, no, it's still Paul. My wife says it. I don't know. Anybody who gets mad at me says it. Yeah, this is what happens when this comes off, Delta. You did it once. I had to do it too. I'm just trying to follow you, man. I want it to grow in thicker, so when I do grow it back, we'll see how it goes. But give me a few weeks. Give me a few weeks, man. And no, I'm not doing Elite Dangerous, so take a hike. No, I'm kidding. I do like the game. I think it is pretty cool. Not something I'm going to dedicate much time to right now. So we shall see. We shall see. Good to have you here, buddy. And there's Delta. Delta should be on. Yep, there it is. There it is. There's the link. You're actually trying to get some sleep, but the baby woke them up. I forgot to put that in there. I love it. I love it. We all make mistakes, my friend. Yeah. Good to have you, man. So I really want to try finding a living frigate without having the dream aerial on me. I was told that, no, you just, as long as you're pulsing, you'll find it eventually. You just got to wait for the song. Oh, okay. All right, we'll give it a shot. Oh, wow, I almost thought I was watching an older video. It's young Paul again. See? I told you. Thank you, Mr. Broda. I appreciate you confirming what I just said to the others just a couple moments ago. Good to have you here, man. One thumb. Nice to see you, buddy. All the Paul bearers. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and get in there right now. So we're doing the poll pushed for doing a cozy easygoing stream. We'll chat, stuff like that, so it's all good. My voice is doing a lot better, so we should be all right. If I lose it by tomorrow, not a big loss. So let's just draw into this right now. I want to take a look at it now, because I ended the recordings and I'm all done. I've cheated the crap out of everything so I could get what I needed. That way, you see I've got my full inventory slots that are available. My Corvette is an S-Class. It's got all the slots available to it too. So I've got everything I need. I just did it the old-fashioned cheaters method of getting everything I needed. It's been pretty cool. It's been pretty cool to do so. My multi-tool I'm still using. I do have a couple others that I've been playing around with, so we'll get to that. And there's the Minotaur in all his glory, and he's following me around everywhere I go, which is absolutely hilarious. Freighter, still the same. I did open up all the slots on it as well, so we've got everything we need. I picked up a bunch of harmonic brains. Yeah, that's been duplicated too, and we're doing a lot of the other stuff with it as far as the freighter missions and stuff like that, so we'll see how that goes. Starduster is here. Yes, I see you. There you are. Good to see you. Douglas, good to have you as well. Thank you very much for joining us. So howdy everybody, and all the folks that are here. absolutely. So yeah, let me just check to make sure. Yeah, there's already something going on. I got sucked into the whole settlement thing, and I knew that was what was going to happen to me. So I went ahead and I did a lot in the settlement, and I've been getting a lot of things done, but you'll see the progression as we go along, because currently 84% Sentinel alert, 66% happiness, and I'm actually making money for once. It's making money. Finally. Ion batteries and nitrogen. Nitrogen's handy. That's handy. Pardon me, my nose is bugging me a little bit. Ion batteries could come in handy as well. Not bad. All right, so it's got some stuff going on. And the population supposedly says it's supposed to be going up, but I don't see much in the way of population increase, but we'll see how it goes. What else? Construction opportunity. Starship Dock or Marketplace. 53% want the Starship Hub, 46% want the market. I don't have a marketplace, though. The marketplace actually comes with a trade terminal, if I remember correctly. So if that's the case, that will add a lot more for us to be able to do here. Citizen happiness and 3 population increase. I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Even though more people want the Starship Dock, I've already got one, so we're going to go with the other one. Spike Cub, who is this baby face? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's what I feel like sometimes. I'll tell you this, though. It's cold out, so, this being gone, my face is cold. Beeblebum, hey, dude. Well, maybe we might want to wait just a second for everybody to just kind of roll in here, and we'll say hi to Beebs as he comes in. Dude, good to see him, though. Good to see him. I apologize, Beeblebum. I wasn't really watching. I apologize. Wow, a lot of people really wanted to grow back, huh? It's crazy. That's good to know, though, but thank you. We're going to keep that poll open the entire stream, so, that way, because my mom is asking me, too. My mom's like, I want to know what you think, what you want to do, not just what the kids want you to do. And I'm like, well, I also did a poll, and, 61% of the people that watch my channel said I need to grow it back, Mom, so I'm probably going to have to grow it back. Hey, Beeblebum, good to have you, buddy. Thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate the raid. 07 to you, man. Yeah, just goofing off here today, just having a good old time, not really doing a whole heck of a lot, just doing some settlement stuff and some Corvette stuff. And we're going to test out the Dream Aerial. So I've got living frigates, but I was told you don't have to carry a Dream Aerial with you after the first initial contact. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get that going. And and it'll take a while for that to build. So we're going to see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Good to have you, man. I hope you're doing good too. I shaved all this off, so I've got a poll asking people whether I should grow it back or not. That's the reason why you see that up there. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm probably going to grow it back. It's what I've been thinking of doing anyway. I just wanted to clean up for a little while. So it's good to have you here, man. Thanks for the raid and all that. I appreciate you. I am pro beard. I was thinking about maybe even going goatee. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But since it grows in all around, I just want to see if it'll come in a little thicker later on. Give it a few weeks like this. It does seem a little strange, but it's also to get an idea of what other people think. So it's really up to me. It's what it boils down to. But I think it would just be absolutely hilarious to go back to my parents and said, well, you know, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to grow it back because 62% of the people on my poll said I needed to. I just want to see the looks on their faces when I tell them that. Voyagers, good to have you here. Thank you very much, and appreciate the popular opinion there as well, it seems to be. I believe it should be decided by the issue of whose face you're going to grow it on. Okay, yeah, all right, I got you. Imagine if Jason shaved his off. Yeah, I know, right? That would be kind of crazy, too. Tell truth, Paul, you got the idea from the comment I made on your first video. Yeah, I probably did. Yeah, it's all you, Mr. Broad. It's just you. Mr. Broad said, you know, he made this comment on one of the first videos he watched me and how young I looked, and I was like, I must shave it off. And the next thing I know, I was in the bathroom and that was it. It was all him. All him. Mustache and mutton chops. You know who I can see doing that? Not me. That's first of all. I see Golden Geck doing that. I see him growing in this mustache and having the mutton chops. I just see him doing that. Absolutely. At least go full Van Dyke. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Absolutely hilarious. Oh my gosh. So what am I doing out here? Right. I was going to do that. Where is my Corvette? Boink, I just ran into something. Yeah, so that's nice. That's not what I wanted. Come on, cut it out. Get me the beaming aboard my Shield of the Void. I gotta rename the ship sooner or later. Close the hatch. Down the stairs. Into the cockpit. Alright, and there we go. Beautiful planet. Did you guys see the post on my Discord of the planet that I found, man? That was freaking awesome. I do run into a problem in this system lately. Gosh, I hope I don't have to reload No Man's Sky again, but we'll see. We'll see. Hey, thanks, man. Off to bed. You have a great evening. I really appreciate the stream, dude. I really do. You have a great evening, and thank you very much, man. We'll catch you on the flip side, dude. But I have a little bit of trouble with the system lately. I don't know why. When I come into the system via hyperspace and I pop up by the space station, I cannot pulse to this planet. It won't let me do it. It keeps telling me there's objects in the way. It's an incorrect path, and I don't know why it's doing that. It's really, really weird. So, found this beardless guy. Well, Gra, you know, you get what you get. I'm his stunt double. I'm a stand-in. I just forgot the fake beard to put on before I came in. I was going to do that too. I was going to try to find a fake beard and put it on, just see if anyone noticed. That would have been funnier. Shave it 2 weeks, leave the stash. I've had one since I was 20. Yeah, I could get it. I get it. Seriously, good to have you here, by the way. I just saw you were in here too. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So, so we're at the space station. As you can see, this is still a flat ship. I need to still get that one. I want to try a Titan rear hatch and see if I can lower it down. If I can, it'll be in good shape and get rid of the top section. But we'll see. Alright, so the planet in question is in the Eisentum system, if you guys didn't see my post. I found this quite by accident. I wasn't looking for any place special. Here it is. And I actually spent time building a base here. I was looking for a system I could go to and look for living frigates. And I was like, you know what, let me check one of these blue systems out with indium and everything like that. And I'll check this place out. Whoops. I'm supposed to appear on the base. I'm glad I caught up. Come on, all the way up. All the way. You can do this. You can do this. Head. Ah! Alright. Oh my gosh, I ended up on the ship. How did that happen? Okay. I'll go with that. That was weird. Anyway, Spock goatee. Oh, yeah, from the Mirror Universe. Yeah, good one. Oh, that would be interesting. You probably could pull off the look. Very sophisticated, very 19th century. Yeah, I might be able to do that. I don't know. It's those Italian jeans. Where in the world did I pop into? I popped into this spot here. All right, that's just weird. So where am I? My ship is at here. All right. Let me see. All right, if I can go straight up, I should be okay. I should have came in here in one of my smaller ships. All right, we'll do this the other way. It's being annoying. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Let's get up above. There we go. And obviously I can't just use a thing here. Anyway, if you take a look at the planet that I happen to be over, it is absolutely stunningly beautiful. It's a paradise planet, very Earth-like. And in order to stop skydiving, I actually have to go inside. See? It's very confused. There we go. And there's nothing much going on here. I don't have anything. This is just a viewing platform, but it is literally the most gorgeous planet I've seen in a long time. It's modeled when I say that, M-O-T-T-L-E, modeled with land and water mixed. And it is absolutely gorgeous out here. Let's go ahead and do a little falling. I've picked one of the peaks and built my base on it from up there, so it's a little bit of a drop to get there. I know we need Corvette landing pads. I agree wholeheartedly with you, 100%. I don't know what the issue is, why we can't get those. There we go. There we go. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. All right. And it's beautiful. Green grass. All right, got some decent trees. These things that are purple, they glow at night, which are really nice looking. There's no bubbles on this planet, I noticed. There's no bubbles all over the place, so that's great. Yeah, green grass, blue sky with puffy white clouds. Right? I know. And there it is, Eisenton Galaxy. The thing is, okay, there's the coordinates. It comes straight to this planet. I do have a base on the planet. Hold on, besides the one there. Yeah, right there. It's not a base. I have a save beacon over there. That's where the portal is. So that's where you pop in. So I made sure I could find it. You can't find the portal unless you leave the system and come back via portal with all those glyphs, because there's no ancient ruins on the planet. There's no bases on the planet. There's no ancient ruins. There's no outposts, because it is, look, nothing. There's no life forms. There's no conflict level. There's nothing here. And the system only has 2 planets. So when you pop into the system, you're on this side of this planet over here with the rings. So I just renamed this planet Go Around Me. So you can go to the other side. I renamed it New Eden. And my base is called Rest Stop. So that's all it is. No well, if there's sentinels, I haven't seen any. But keep in mind, there's no bases that you break into to find sentinels. So there shouldn't be anything at all. No animals attack me. The water is also kind of a blue-green. Let me get down here. See? It's like a blue-green water. It's not even a weird color. It looks like water. It feels like water. The temperature of the water is, as you can see, just about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The air temperature is around 82. You can't get any better than that. You do have a few animals down here. They do have the ones that do attack you, the water animals down here, but that's it. That's all you got. So stay out of the water. It's idyllic, and like you said, I mean, there's nothing here. It is completely spotless of anything. Why is there water things coming out of my backpack. I think it's very confused. Alright, let's bring in the ship real quick. Whack, hits a bird. Speaking of which, I gotta clean off my car. ADHD, sorry. Bird bombed my car on the way home. So, whoops, yeah, I'm gonna go down the stairwell, yeah. Not that I've ever noticed. Phaedrus. I don't think I've ever noticed any buildings here. I can scan to my heart's content, and I don't think I'm gonna find anything. Where's the sun at? What time of day is it here? Alright. So that's that spot over there, that's just the save point. So I'm gonna go back the other way here. If there are any, it might be an abandoned building, but got on board like this, okay? Doesn't find anything. So there's no ancient ruins here. I'm sure there'll be a sentinel hive somewhere, probably. Nope. I don't know what the inventory full thing is, but it will not find it. They're the little squiddy-like creatures, and they just kind of run into you, and they knock your health down just a touch, but you end up with some, you know, meat and stuff on you, you know. It's weird. Hey, Tranquilla, good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. We're just doing a little bit of a relaxed stream on No Man's Sky. And I can scan to my heart's content. I'm not going to find any buildings or campsites or anything like that here. There is nothing here. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Right there. Little round lake right in the middle of all these little hills and mountains and stuff like that. That's pretty. So let's go to the nighttime side. No, it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I could just, you know, go to picture mode and change it to nighttime, but it's probably just better if I just go there so you can see. Yeah, that should be good. Oh, now you say planetary interference. There we go. Alright, let's bring it in. And there's no big, huge oceans. It's just land and sea mixed together. And I lied, apparently. Apparently this is a big ocean I just found. Cool. Look at that. So there are oceans. I must not have gone to this side of the planet at any point in time. Alright. Learned something new. What do you know? That's never happened before, right? Let's see. Let's go right about... Pardon me there. I don't know which way the sun is actually going here. I may be going the wrong way. Yeah, I think I went the wrong way. Alright, let's see here. I still have a problem where I have to clear my voice quite often. So let's go ahead and do what I said. Beautiful sunset. This is what it looks like at night. Nothing special. But if I wait long enough, do it again. Yeah, see? The trees there, they glow. They got this purple glow that goes around them at times. So that'd be kind of nice as a center point to any base as well. See, there's another one right there. So I haven't seen any bioluminescence in the water. At least that I haven't seen any. So, but still, beautiful place. So I thought I'd at least share that. Problem is, you have no way out of here unless you take a portal. Or you use your own. So... we'll take it out of here. Alright, I'm going to check a different system. I'm going to go someplace else completely different. Pirate system. Let's just go to a normal system. I'm going to go to one of these yellow systems here. This looks fine. Conflict level 1, so it's somewhat peaceful. You should name that sea. Mare Mystery. Ah, if you could name just a sea, yeah, that might work. Anyway, here we are. So, Let's check our inventory first. So I have a dream aerial in here, so I'm going to take this out. We're going to stick it in the freighter just to get rid of it. And I'm going to go ahead and start pulsing. And we're going to go in here and use our anomaly detector. And let's see what happens. So we have a planet that we've discovered. So we got a rare object, and I'm just going to keep going here. Now you notice if you look at the screen here, you see towards the left it shows the planet I just scanned, and that's how far away from it we are. And that's how far away it's going to keep going. I'm going to see how far we go with this. Another rare object. So we should get the whale song. That was a red planet. That was definitely a red planet, I agree. Hey Scott, good to have you here. AI can't get anything 100%. There are always ways to tell. That's right. It's funny that you should say that. Another rare object, not what we're looking for. My son came out here the other day and he's like, Dad, I just heard your voice on a commercial. It's like, what are you talking about? He says, I was just watching, there was an ad that came up on a commercial and something I was watching and your voice was in it. I'm like, get out of here. It came up again, he brought me in the room and I swear it sounds exactly like me. It sounds really weird. Alright, so we still haven't found anything yet. So it could be me, it could be somebody else, I don't know. Yeah, you haven't missed much. Lost power just came back, yeah. There you are. Alright, so confirmed. You don't need a dream aerial on your ship in order to get the cosmic megafauna. That's the first time that worked for me. Alright. Let's take a look. I'm just going to go through all that. It's the same stuff. Okay, usually a C class is what you end up with. This one is stronger in exploration. And I'm going to go ahead and take it just because I want to get these. And what, you're just trying to get into the shot? Come on, cut it out, man. And we'll go ahead and take it. I haven't found but one A class in my searches. But someone also made a thought process regarding that. If you get a C class one, you can help build it up and make it more powerful until you bring it up to S class. So I'm going to go ahead and grab it. Any plans for another no starter ship of Fugitive run? Maybe not tonight, but if I don't think we're going to get an update soon. I think it's going to be in a few weeks that we'll get the next update, which will be with an expedition, which will also be with Twitch drops. So when that happens, up until that point, yeah, we'll do other stuff. I am going to do, I think next week I'd like to do that. I'd like to do the no starter ship challenge. Yeah, it had nice stripes on it. Baby face Paul. Yeah, there we go, right? Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like sometimes, yeah. Definitely not feeling it, though, today. I feel a little bit old today. Now, how far out are we? 4,200? So you get weird stuff. You see what's happening with the space station? It thinks it's behind me. But you go that way and it's behind me again. So when you get far enough out, it doesn't know what to do. So my suggestion is you just get the space station icon to show up in the middle and you start heading towards it. We'll check out the red planet. It says it's an ashen planet though, so. Alright, you check your meatballs. You do that. As long as you share. Last 4 years we haven't had an expedition until February, yeah. I think what happened last time, last year that is, 25, we had everything going back to back to back, that it felt like it was earlier in January, but it was kind of weird. And I think it was in February. I think I asked Captain Steve because he showed all his numbers through 24, and I'm like, what happened to 25? So. Alright, now the planets are starting to pop back in and everything's looking normal again. If you get really far out there, like I've gone as far as like 30,000 kilometers, 30,000 KS, if you will, and to the point where nothing is found, it gets really glitchy when you get out that far. And when you even go to hyperspace to get out of the system, your ship is shaking all over the place and it's like, man, am I about to crash? What the heck? That is a red planet. That is probably one of the reddest planets I've seen in a while. I wonder what it's going to be like when we get to the Atmo. No storms at the moment, so... And it is definitely volcanic. You can see the volcanoes down below. Blue volcanoes. That's really weird. It's saying red. Look at that. That's crazy. That's wild. I don't think I've seen anything like that. Red oceans. Yeah, I'm going to take a dive. Let's take a look. Monaldinen Cabby. Sploosh. So, yeah, even red from underneath, man. That's crazy. We got fauna. Alright, those guys, yeah. I like to discover things because later on down the road, when I start doing wonder projectors and stuff like that, you kind of want to get those wacky animals that you discover and have them show up in places. So I like to discover the animals when I can. Really wild, though. Very red. Seems appropriate for a hot planet, I guess. I don't know. There we go. Oh, yeah? There's your Eisentum Galaxy coordinates, if you want that. Yeah, there you go. That's true. That's true. If you do that sort of thing, that's up to you, man. They look perfect? Yeah, there we go. Oh, the meatballs look perfect? Fantastic. You probably make your own homemade meatballs, don't you? That's probably what it is, yeah. With as many kids as I got, it's like, you know what? Let's go ahead and grab the old frozen food section and grab some meatballs in there. My grandmother would probably be kicking my butt if that were the case, but if she ever found out. But there it is. Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, dear. All right, let's see. Back to the map. So we got another one. I'm going to grab one more. I'm going to try a different system. Let me see. Let's go... What do you think? Purple? Ooh, a gas giant. Yeah, let's go there. I like this idea. Thanks, Exilus. Good to have you here, man. Appreciate you, buddy. The dad beard. Oh, hang on. Alright. Okay, good. This looks like a regular battle, am I right? Alright, yes it is. Alright, let's go after the pink guy. I found that the Infraknife accelerator on this particular ship is overly powerful. It's almost OP. Gotta be careful, I don't want to shoot a freighter. Whoops. Where'd he go? There we go. Nope, not you. Get back here. I was taking this guy out. There we go. And no one's actually fought me yet. They aren't actually trying to do anything to my shields or anything. I'm just going after these guys like they were... The aiming's still a little bit off, the auto aim. This game doesn't have the best aiming facilities in regards to the mouse and keyboard control, I've noticed. Freelancer was one of those games that brought that into play with mouse and keyboard, and I always thought that it would probably suck, but when I actually started doing it and it actually worked pretty good in that game, I was like, alright, well, this might be alright. Come on, I got some things to do. I don't need you guys around. Alright. What email, see the speedboat build on the GA. I didn't see that, no. Left an update to Discord. Yes, yes, I saw that, and I actually gave a little heart. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, Sentinel Freighter. I want infrared missiles. Yeah, there you go. With atomic... Okay, all right, that's a bit much. Now we're talking some problems there. Part of the problems where the guns are located. Ah, yeah, that's another story. In this case, I have my guns located here, underneath. So that's what I did. No, because I just wanted to decorate it a little better, and when I land, you can't see them. So, there's no such thing as too much firepower. I guess you're right. Let me see what this thing puts out. Where are you here? All the way over here. See, that's what I mean. It says 37,000, and I'm melting these ships much faster than that. I mean, I got ships with 80,000 damage, and they don't do anywhere near as much damage. Why is everything rearranged again? I just realized that. Yeah, my ship is rearranged. All the stuff is in here. It is rearranged again. Up here, anyway. Like, the thrusters don't belong over there. There's more.
We're running out of time.
I don't get it.
Surely there must be something you can do.
I'm doing everything I can. And stop calling me Shirley.
I didn't catch it that time, One Thumb. You got me ahead of time. 07 to you, man. I appreciate it.
We're running out of time.
Surely there must be something you can do.
I'm doing everything I can.
For the 5
And
gifted
stop calling me
members, man.
Shirley.
Thank you so much. And stop calling me Shirley. It'll keep going.
We're running out of time.
Yep, there we go. Marty,
Surely
good to
there
have
must
you
be
here, by the
something-
way. You're sneaky,
I'm doing everything I
sneaky
can.
watching without jumping in. I see
And
that.
stop calling me Shirley.
Miss One Thumb accidentally made you pop up there, man.
We're running out of time.
Surely there must be something you can do.
I'm doing everything I can. And stop calling me Shirley.
That's pretty good. One more time, maybe?
We're running out of time.
There it is.
Surely there must be
Hey,
something.
what happened here? This
I'm
is
doing
really
everything I can. And stop calling me Shirley.
Yeah, everything's all over the place. I guess I never really went back in here and fixed it to put everything back the way it belongs. You go over here. What is that doing there? That doesn't belong there. Let's see. See, the hyperdrive stuff should all be together. Okay, that's fine. What are you doing? You're a booster. You go with these guys. You don't belong there. Get out of there. What are you doing over here? I swear I've gone through this and I cleaned it all up the other day. I promise you I did. There, let's get rid of you. Put you over here. You go over here for now. You're actually supposed to go over here with... That's the landing thrusters, right? Yeah, that goes back over here. Alright, there we go. That looks better. Okay, what else? Infraknife platform. You go back up here. Alright, I think... Yeah, see, that's better. 74,000 is much better. And you guys are for the hyperdrive. What are you doing all the way over there? Alright, let's go over here. Add you in. Alright. That's very odd. Let's put you back over here. Yeah, see, the maneuverability just went up. I don't even know. I wish I could get rid of this, but they haven't given us the ability to delete it yet. I don't know why. Alright, 2249. 2269. Okay, that's a little better. So these are all organized a little bit better now. Alright, that looks better. Very odd. I don't know why that happened. Alright, I'll leave it there. 74,000 damage it ought to be. Should have full screen. Yeah, you know what? I don't know why I didn't do that. Yeah, you're right. 10 times easier. I'm not used to that. I keep forgetting that they have that. Bring it over. 1816. I don't think that really gets affected as much as people think. There we go. I'll put you down there. Okay, the shields are all where they need to be. Look at the shield strength, man. It's like 500 for crying out loud. I mean, I think even if they shot at me, it would just get bounced off. Yes, yes, by all means, keep sending information to Marani. Appreciate you, man. Alright, that should be good. Hey, more people. Yeah. I'm not going there. All right. Unknown giant. What kind of giant we got? It is a gas giant. Okay, good. I'm not really worried about the planets in the system here. I am going to see if I can't get myself a living frigate. I just got to go back in here and do that. Good deal. So check it out. Put the red guns next to your other guns. The red guns? Red guns. These guns? Yeah, they're all right next to my other guns. The photon cannon doesn't make a difference. It's going to be... I don't use it. But they're all right around each other now, so we're in good shape there. I didn't have any other red guns that I could see. Yeah, we're good. Rare object again. Okay. Thank you, Exless. You're a peach. She knows. I pass on all messages. Absolutely. It'll be a real party when she joins us again. It'll be really, really nice. Rare deep space object. Let's get back in the cockpit and take a look. Oh, yeah, my pulse drive's getting a little low. No, not that. Stop that. My pulse drive is getting... Oh, no, it's not getting that low, I guess. Huh, okay. Could have swore it was. Yeah, she always knows. She knows how much we all worry about her, Exless, of course. But you know, it's the good vibes that we offer and everything like that. Just even that alone can bring up somebody's spirit, and that always helps. We have a cosmic megafauna. Let's see what it takes. Let's take a look at this one. Oops, slow. Wow, that one's a neat one. Wow, I like it. Crushing my ship with a single tentacle. Yeah, indeed. It's been worth the wait to meet you. Long time passed before your memories began. I swam alongside your frigate fleet. This will recur when you are ready. That's kind of creepy. I cannot foresee your choice, traveler. The decision is yours. And it's a C-class. And you notice that everything's really low on this one. But yet, more costly than the other one we looked at. Isn't that interesting? So, wormhole navigation, minus 10% expedition. Definitely going to take it. I want to make at least a big fleet of all these guys. Angus, good to have you here, man. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I know. Sounds like me. A lot of things sound like me, apparently, according to my son. So, let's take a look. Where did the gas giant go? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. We're good. So we'll head back. So that's pretty funny. From this far out, we can actually see it. Love it. We have lived before. Yes, I know. This is just another iteration, correct? So I just get a kick out of the fact that the megafauna know this, which is really neat. Because they shouldn't, I don't think. Well, the Gek also know too, don't they? And obviously so does ElanPaul. Alright, so we're going to check out this system real quick because I want to see what kind of moons we got here. How many moons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Let's pick one. Alright. Let's see if there's any like right out in the open. Yeah, that one. We'll go there. There we go. Quartz gets double the... I know. The, what do you call it? The, activated quartzite, yes. Gives an amazing yield. That's why I picked up a whole bunch. I think you'll find it on my ship. I did get some activated quartzite, and I actually had about 2,000, so I turned a bunch of it into chromatic metal. So, yeah, see? So I got enough now to keep me going for a while. What is this? Oh, it's one of these planets. Yeah. You want to talk about a creepy planet, huh? So yeah, that's a creepy planet, no doubt. So this is a extreme low pressure, limited sentinels, frequent and abundant. Okay, dioxide, quartzite, usual crap. All right. Not one of my favorite style of moons or planets. What happened to Stardew Valley? Because you were the only person to vote for it, man. And I'm not saying I have anything against Stardew Valley. I actually do like Stardew Valley, believe it or not. It is actually, it can be cozy, a little bit difficult at times, and at the same time, a little bit more adult than you possibly might think. So, yeah, you could make a race trap for him, that's true. I'm actually going to do a scan this time. Humid moon with salvageable scrap, so we can find some Corvette crap here. Another moon right there. Hey, where you going, man? Thought we were locked in on it. I guess I wasn't. Yeah, I should too, be honest, but time limited. Right now I am doing a lot of this, obviously, and Dune. It's my two games that I've been my go-to games right now. So, and I made a promise that we check out Dune real quick at the end of the stream, just to see how we're doing and where we are, and I won't spend more than just a few minutes there. Maybe check out, make sure my taxes are paid and everything like that. I like the new feature they've added. What in the world was that? Okay, that was weird. Get in the seat. Okay, cut it out. The new feature they added where you can, if you're not going to be there for a while, like you're going to go on vacation, you're going to be gone, you're not going to be back to the game for a few months, you can literally, as long as you take apart all your vehicles, okay, take them apart and just take all the part pieces and put them into storage cabinets, then you can go out with a special tool that you make and you can save your base. It'll just suck it right into the tool. Your base is gone. It's saved. You just bring yourself to like one of the main places. You can go to Arakeen or something like that and then just exit the game. And next time you come back, you can put your base down anywhere you like with all the stuff that was in it intact. And you don't pay any taxes. You don't have to worry about power. Nothing. It's really kind of cool. So that was the thing we were wishing for. So just some quartzite here I noticed, but I see there is a part right here. I am going to check it out the old-fashioned way. Could have used our ship guns to do it. Okay, what do we got? Thunderbird class landing bay. Not quite what I'm looking for. So maybe it's not Thunderbird, it's Titan. Titan class landing bay is what I'm looking for. That's the one I want to get for this ship. 396. This is actually not a bad planet. It's pretty cool. As long we haven't had any storms yet, so I couldn't say. A lot of salvageable containers around here. Curious deposits, so that's cool. Let's check that out real quick and just take a look at it. Big change coming for to the Landsrat. Oh, really? I haven't heard too much, but it wouldn't surprise me. Did I pass it? I think I passed it. Did I just see what I thought I saw? Yeah, I did. Unknown grave, shall we? Yeah, there it is right there. Curious deposits, okay. So, unknown grave. I'm going to find them all now before I get a chance to do anything else. Okay, so there's none down there, because that sometimes happens. Oh, hello. Got it. Get back here. Gotcha. Yeah. How much did I get? Where did it go? There it is. Oh, not bad. About 2,500. Alright, let's check out the unknown grave. I'm not getting into a fight with these guys right now. Fallen Traveler. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. There's always a grave. Oh, excellent. Actually, you know what? That was good. Nice. Nice. Always got to appreciate the jokes. As long as they're good. They're not good. But you know what happens then. Go to the corner. Come on, get up there. Oh, and for those of you who wanted to know, I know we talked about this last time. Yes, I have actually been in contact with Heather, trying to figure out a way to get a pizza delivered to Jason on one of his streams. But the whole problem to it is this. His wife has to be home. Because if pizza gets delivered, he's in the middle of a stream, he ain't answering the door. So his wife has to be there. So we got to find a way to find out if his wife is there, and then get one delivered. But she can do it. She knows the address. I told her, I said, I don't want it. You don't have to give it to me. But if you know it and know it enough that he gave it to you, can you do this for us? And she says it's possible, but we have to know. I think what we can do is we can, during the stream, I can throw a message at him, like at the very, very beginning. They say, hey, Jason, how's it going? How's your wife doing? Is she around today? You guys going out to dinner or anything? And just throw it in there as like in the mix and have him say, oh, yeah, she's doing really good. Yeah, she's here tonight. She's just taking care of a couple things and everything like that. Okay, great. Hey, Heather. And then get a message to Heather. Heather, the wife's home right now. Jason is streaming. Let's get the pizza going. Doesn't have to be elaborate. Just a small pizza. Pineapple. It's got to be a pineapple pizza. You got to get extra pineapple. And I think we can probably do it. And then we will make sure that literally his streams are recorded. It's there for all posterity on YouTube forever. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Yep, red glow. Yep, sorry, you're not really here anymore. I apologize. Respect. But thank you for your memory fragment. For a C-class photon cannon module, we thank you. Alright, moving on. Ship is way far away, but I want to look for scrap, so I'm going to take a look around for a little bit. And there's nothing near me, huh? Well, that's alright. That's not bad. 443. Yeah, I can do that. It would be hilarious. I'm telling you, man, it would be the great thing to do. And it's just one of those things. I think it would be funny. Even if they're going out to dinner, it's like do whatever you want with the pizza, man. It was just a joke, and you know, you got to do things like that for certain people, and it's not just Jason. I would do that for anybody, honestly, just as a joke to get them, you know, have something like that delivered to a meeting for, you know, someone that you work with, you know, right in the middle of a very serious meeting, have someone deliver something to them. Bye, goodbye, you're gone, goodbye, thank you. So I think that would be fun. Alright, this looks like a regular one. What? You're not supposed to be upset about it. Go away. What'd I get? Got some speed dome rims and another landing bay? That's kind of crazy. Hey, get some words. We need words. Hurt. I am in Kentucky after all, you know. Gotta learn your words once in a while. Can't spell them, but that's alright. Who cares? Hello, Echo Prime. Good to have you here. Hopefully he's not in the chat here. Your current... No. He's playing right now. He's in the middle of Arc Raiders. Don't you worry. I know better. Until he jumps on here and says, hey, we're raiding. And I'm like, we weren't talking about anything. Nothing at all, man. But you are right, Jim. Good to have you here, by the way. Oh, I said hi to you earlier. Daystar. I recognize it. Yes, of course. Someone teach MJ how to change your name so it just says MJ. Hey. Cut that out, you little putz. There we go. No idea what you're talking about, sir. I'm sorry, officer. I wasn't doing anything. Ooh, this is a good one. But you know what we're going to attract? We're going to attract a sentinel here in a minute. Is that everything? Almost. Rare item found. Do. Alright, so we got a thruster out of there, some casings, and this thing worth almost 2 million, so that's pretty cool. So early game, if you're starting a new game of No Man's Sky, and you happen to be in a system that happens to have scrap on a planet, dude, real fast money, really early on. Even if you don't want to build a Corvette, that's the way to go. Beeblebum was checking that out in one of his streams, and it was like, dude, that is freaking awesome. I'm glad somebody checked that out, because what a way to go. So, I'm grumping about the alphanumeric ugliness. Hello. Look, a pit. Look, a hole in the ground. This is still not a brand new save, but it's new enough that I don't have tens of thousands of any particular item, so whenever I find something that's worth my time, I'll take it. Boink. And you notice I changed my character's appearance. I don't know if you noticed that too. This is new. So, living rock face and upper body. I got the exoskeleton thing for the, what do they call them, chittens, I think, as far as the bugs. Robot legs, regular hands, and regular feet that kind of mesh together a little bit, so kind of a different look to it. Wanted to do something a little different for once. Cuddy. Northern Kentucky. Cuddy, I don't mind saying that I'm in Lexington with about 350,000 other people. So, you know, college town. Lots of people. There we go. Alright, what do we got? Another rare item. Still not getting what I'm looking for, though. I'd really like to get one of those other landing bays. Titan landing bay, I said, right? Yes. Ancient data. I know there was another one around here someplace. Scrap. There it is. Right there. 540. No. I wasn't trying to pull in my Corvette. It bounced on me. Hold on. Should we go with you? I've had this talk. The fastest one is the Pilgrim, and I don't know if I have a Pilgrim yet. I don't. So we'll go with you. Oh, wow, that's an exotic right there. See? So this planet has exotics. Nice. Very nice. Good to know. What expo is that backpack from? That was the Bug Expo. That's way back when all you were doing was fighting the big monstrous bugs that popped out of the ground. I just like the fact that these things have this now. They got flamethrowers. I love that. There's just something really cool about that. Hurry. But you're living in Tampa? That's cool. That's really cool. Tampa's a nice area. I've been over there a couple times. I used to live in Florida for a time over on the East Coast, a little place called Melbourne. You might know it. So we were about 30 miles south of the Space Center from there. So when I was growing up there in the 80s and 90s, got to see all the space shuttle launches and stuff like that. And even from 30 miles away, my windows would shake, and you could feel the ground tremble a little bit if you were out on a quiet day. And at night, my gosh, when they had a night shot, man, that was always cool. Alright, so we're going to go with the cannon, is it? No? I don't think any of these are going to dig into the ground, actually. I'm just curious. Well, that'll work, but we can't get into the ground with it. Okay. I was curious as to what that could do. Still went too far. Stop. There we go. Satellite Beach in the early 90s? Yeah, there you are, man. There you are. This is why I came back. All Shelby Foot trilogy out of the city. Oh, wow. Cool. Nice, nice. I'm trying to get caught up here. Hold on. Said one of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War. This is true. This is absolutely true. Looks like a half shell on your back. Yeah, that's part of the, that outfit, if you will. So that's what I decided to go with this time because it matched the armor a little bit better. So I thought I'd go with that. Robot Lex, Darth Paul. Maul. Yeah, instead of Maul, Paul. There you go. I see what you did there. That was good. Looks good better than the player at the moment. Yes. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you, Angus. Appreciate that comment. Yeah, I'll slap you later. Appreciate you. Satellite Beach, yes. Nice. Yesterday we were covered in snow here today in Ohio. I know, right? It was 52, 53 degrees. I went for a nice walk last night when I got home. Really nice. Woke up this morning. It was starting to get chilly. This afternoon I'm driving home from work and it's snowing. What the heck? And now tomorrow morning it's supposed to have a wind chill in like the single digits, like 7 or 8 degrees. I don't know what the heck's going on. It's really weird. Welcome to Kentucky, as they say, or the Ohio River Valley, if you will. So, yeah, there's that. What did I get anyway? I got a thruster and a thermal grill. Okay, great. I wonder if you can cook anything on the thermal grill. No, I'm just kidding. No, probably can't. Hey, buddy, why aren't you following me? Oh, there you are. You're following now. Okay, good. Anything from here? We got a shell. Cytophosphates. That's weird. Nope, I ain't seen nothing. Alright, let's go back to the ship. Who do we take? Should we take a dino? Or should I take my Rex dude? I want to see what he does. I want to see what he can do. I got a dinosaur. Okay, let's see how fast you can go, dude. Not bad. I wondered how fast he could go. Let's go. Oh, he's obviously a member of Hello Games. So, walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "What is this, a joke?" What's going on here? Just walk. Don't worry about the rocks. They're rocks. Walk over them. You're a dinosaur. I gotta get a flying bug. I didn't realize this character didn't have one. Whoa, dude. Easy with that. So, I don't know. Not very fast, I don't think. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely quicker. If I had a pilgrim, we'd be there by now. Don't you think he saw us? Yeah, okay. Alright. Cut it out. On the ride you want to be impressive, not fast. Okay, alright. I get that. That's actually a good point. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, getting back to Satellite Beach. Yeah, Satellite Beach was definitely a place to go. Cocoa Beach, Ron John's Surf Shop. A lot of folks know what Ron John's is these days because it's like all over the planet at this point. They got a Ron John Surf Shop just about everywhere. Though it's more like a, I don't know. It's like Disney World, for crying out loud. It's not the same as it used to be. Back in my day, it was just a 2-story little building that had lots of surf equipment, and it was open 24/7. It was really cool. But now, not so much. Alright, we are back. Let's go take a look around. So, I didn't get what I was looking for, but I think we've spent enough time on this system. How is... let me see, the settlement. I don't know if it's done with the upgrade yet. We ought to check out our settlement and see how things are going. Let's check out the other planets in the system real quick. Hey, that's from Jurassic Park. Last year I had the same idea with shaving. I grew my beard as fast back as I could. The face in the mirror was horrifying. Well, thank you. I don't think I'm horrifying, but yeah, I hear you. You don't recognize yourself, like you do a double take. So I go past the mirror and I'm like, whoa, oh yeah, okay, never mind. Carry on. But the same thing goes back the other way. Okay? So when I grew the beard and I look in the mirror, I'm like, who's this old guy looking back at me? You know, so yeah. Is it? You say I made a big ship. Laugh out loud, Cuddy. Not the settlement mission? Yeah, it should be. Come on, get back there. Yeah, we're here. So it's just telling us we have surplus material, so I'm going to check it out. We'll check out the other planets first. This is not as big a ship as you might think there, Cuddy. It's got this hab, and one extra hab. We've got the main hab and then two on either side. So I don't go for huge ships. Like, I could keep going with this, but this is the biggest ship that I normally would make. And it's got, you know, everything I need. You got the nutrient processor over here, and I like doing it in a staggered way, so that way it, you know, you've got everything you need right where you need it. The refiner right there, you know, and these things right over here, living walls. I don't go crazy with the decorations and stuff. I make them work for me, if you will. That's about it. And then there's this little one, because of the fact that I had to put this hatch here, which is why I'm looking for a Titan rear hatch, because I think it'll work better on this ship and I can get rid of this section completely at that point. So we'll see. No storage? No, I don't have any storage on board, because I can access most of my storage by just pulling in my freighter at this point. I don't know, we'll see. Love the purple cloud, huh? More and more prominent these days. Alright, so we need to go to our discoveries and see what planets we haven't been to yet. So we've been there. Humid Moon, that's where we just came from. Ultramarine. There should be one really close by. Let me get out of here, hold on. Okay, now we can see. There was one close by. Is that it? Yeah, I think that was it. That was the moon right there I'm thinking of. So, yeah, we haven't been there yet. Let's go there. There we go. Flourishing. Ah, dissonance detected. And it's got star bulbs, and this is a inhabited system. Let's check out and see what kind of ship they got there while we're at it. In the expedition, you can find a derelict Corvette and get Corvette parts from it. Can you do that in a regular game? A derelict... Did the planet... Did I pass it by? I think I did, didn't I? Yep, I did. Right past it. In this one, you have to have the transponder to do that with. And you can't make it in this game. I don't think. It can't make it separately anymore. You can do a reality anchor still. Yeah, you're not given it as an item in this, just like the transporter we used in the Corvette expedition itself. In Breach, we had the other item that pulled in the derelict or crashed freighter. So if you kept that game and you kept going with it, you could keep that part, and you can continue to use it anytime you wanted to. All right, let's see. So here's our planet. Looks kind of rough, if you ask me. Let's check out our... I can do an echolocator, or I can use this carrier AI fragment to find the ship directly. Let's check out the camp, because I'm always interested in new multi-tools. Can't think of it. Yeah, the engines that double as landing gear is pretty cool on the sides like that. That's always a good thing. So when you take a look at it in the daytime, that's these guys on the side. So they also double as landing gear, which is really kind of nice. But I added the 4 boosters on. You don't get everything, it just works for me. And I like the symmetry of it all. You know, being it's very even on all the sides and stuff like that. But I do want to get rid of that top section and drop it down so it's all one level. And it becomes a pancake, is basically what it does. It's at ground level. Everything I built, I lowered down to ground level, so all those halves are literally on the landing deck. So that was the reason why I did that. You don't. Well, that's not true. If someone if someone gets it, if they keep that saved and they have the transponders and can make more of them, they can go to the anomaly and then hand them out to people. You know, you can trade for them if you will, but mostly what they'll do is they'll just start handing them out to people and you get them in your inventory. Thing is, I don't think once you have one, you can make one. You just have to keep going and getting one every single time. So kind of a pain in the neck, sadly. Will they add it in as a game piece later on? Couldn't say. Hello Games has been known to do things like that, so there's a possibility they might do it. I like skydiving better. I'll do it every time. Yeah, and that guy's going to keep following me around everywhere. Let's grab these. I always like to grab them anyway. And we'll do our harmonic lockdown real quick. 1, 7, wait, I'm doing math, and 12. 1, 7, 12. Hey, One Thumb, thank you very much, and appreciate the gifted memberships, dude. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much, man. Have a great evening. See you again around the flip side at some point, okay? Ooh, pasta's perfectly al dente, and sauce, I didn't make my own sauce, is at a simmer. Go plate, absolutely. So that's how you get the transponder that you were talking about. Those speedboats I saw were ground level too. Awesome, they had landed in the ocean. Oh, I didn't think about that. That's interesting. Alright, deactivate multi-tool. Go back in. And, oh, you can exchange void modes and do all that stuff. I got a lot of void modes because I've been trading out a lot of the autophage multi-tools because I've been looking for them too, which you can only get in Corvette systems, which is very interesting. So, alright. Let's see what kind of... Easy. Stop following me around, okay? Yeah, like he's gonna stop doing that. B-class. Okay, we've got two supercharged slots right next to each other, so this conceivably could be a good tool. It could put them down here. It could put them down here if you upgraded this. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab it for now. I can take it because I've emptied out all my multi-tools. Yeah, I meant to say that. Multi-tools. So I got the main one. I've got this one, which I made, you know, back in the early parts, you know, during the quest lines and stuff like that. It has an interesting arrangement of supercharged slots, so I decided to hang on to it. Other multi-tools... The looper. I decided to keep this one because it also has a very interesting layout. Supercharged slots are right here. 1, 2, 3. Right in a grouping. And then there's one more all the way over here. So it's separated, so I don't get all 4, but then I can use it for other things as well. And it's actually a pretty powerful multi-tool. So decided to hang on to this one. I may build it out a little bit more. And it's got a little potato chip up here. I don't know what that's about. That's really weird. It's like a Lay's potato chip multi-tool with gold. Don't know what they were thinking on that one, but hey, that's all right. And then the last one we just go. This one I picked up and I'm probably going to get rid of just because I wanted to grab it and sell it. You know, A-class, it'll give me an upgrade and everything like that too, so that'll be pretty good. So, I always want to do stuff like that. And then finally the one we just got. So, back to my blaster. That'll be fine for now. Would you please stop following me? I'm kidding. He's never going to stop following me. As soon as you call him in one time, he's done. He'll always follow you everywhere. Okay, let's check out the ship, see what it is. How far out are you, man? 25 seconds, 20 seconds? That's fine. Yeah. It's a good thing about actually finding these things on moons, man. So easy to find. And I did find one the other day that I didn't find a camp or anything at I just flew over it. And I discovered a crashed ship down below. I landed and it was a Sentinel ship, so I was like, hey man, that's pretty freaking awesome. So, and as you can see, it shows up there as a little square dot on the ground. So, and 3, 3, 3, 3. I have a hotkey set up for just getting out of my ship, and sometimes doesn't like to obey. There you are. Okay, what do we got here? Ah! Nice. And we got daylight coming, so as we take a look at it, this is actually a nice looking ship. Whoa, okay, what is that all about? That's different. I don't think I've seen one like that before with the pincers out front like that. But it's got the rapier wings, the ones that fan out. That's actually really nice. C-class, but that's okay. Let me see. Let's put this in our starship. Put this on me. And put this on me. Now I can just go ahead and grab it because I have one of the harmonic brains on my ship. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab it. Not bad. Good looking ship. I'd like to take it for a spin. We'll go ahead and leave our Corvette here for now. That looks good. Alright, let's do that. I'm going to claim it because I don't have many ships right now. Alright. It's nice. Let's get up a little higher in the atmosphere so we can take a better look at it. Alright, let's take a peek. That's pretty sharp looking. The orange and white. It's a nice looking ship. It's not huge, like the wings are really that big on it, but it's kind of nice looking. Not bad. Tank tracks, is that what it had? I didn't even notice. Because those are my favorite too. Yeah, and they also double as the let's see, hold on. I don't know. Take a peek. No, it's got the skids. It's got the skids on it. But you can barely even see them, for crying out loud, with the way the engine mountings are on this thing. The lower engine mountings that are hanging down low, I like that. That's actually a cool design. Yeah, I agree. If it had the tank tracks on it, those would be best. But this isn't a bad design at all. This is pretty cool. So, yeah, I'll hang on to this one. This is pretty neat. So, yeah. So that's what the kind is on this planet, this moon, I should say. So there's your coordinates, and you have to have the Atlantid drive in order to get to this system here. So you got to progress enough that you can get that, or else you can't come to this system. And folding wings, yeah. I used to call them Raptors, but it never really caught on. Swing wing was another name that we tried using for it. But it is what it is. So there's your coordinates. This is just the C-class, but you can find them anywhere on this planet, obviously. So. Yeah, he's pretty fast. There we go. Not bad. Not a bad ship at all. I like it. And the best part about these ships, right there, just being able to hover, man, that is just awesome. But they're also really fast. They got great range on hyperdrive. So. But not bad at all. That's pretty slick ship. I do like that. So, nice. Let's pull in a different ship. I've been using my Corvette for a while now. Let's see, where are you here? There we go. So I got the Radiant Pillar, which, by the way, I've also upgraded. Which, you know what? It's actually not bad. So check out the arrangement of the supercharged slots on this one. I'm kind of surprised, and I'm glad I hung on to it. I'm going to keep the name, its original name. So, but really nice ship it actually is. And a couple people told me, hang on to the Radiant Pillar. When you upgrade it, man, it's usually a really decent ship. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. That was a really cool ship. What else we got? So there's my Shield of the Void. I got the exotic, and there's my original ship. Which one? This one. And that's my original. Doesn't have tank treads either, unfortunately, but still a nice ship, and it kind of a little bit. It's got that weird tealish, is that a word? Teal looking color. But this one's fully upgraded and has everything I need, so I'd like to take it places and do things with this. So, not bad. Anyway. So we got a couple more planets to check out. Let's check them out real quick. Let's see, we got this moon and this moon, which we haven't been to yet. There's one right there. Let's check it. What do we got? I'm getting messages from my mother right now saying, have you decided yet? Have you decided yet? Absolutely hilarious. Well, almost 70% of you, 69%, very interesting, are saying so far to keep the beard, or get the beard back. Grow it back! Now, this is a nice planet. Nah, it's one of the fungus planet, isn't it? Yeah. Blue sky, though. I do like that. It's a shame it's wasted on a toxic planet like this, but this is not bad. Sorry about that. My son saw a package at the front door from Amazon, checked it out. Turns out it's for our neighbor, so. So, chlorine, has that been nerfed? Oh, Jim, yeah, it's been a while for you, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been nerfed big time. Chlorine, you can't make any money at. It's not even worth getting anymore. I'll show you in a moment. Hold on. There we go. So, do I have any chlorine on me? I should. I like to keep lots of things on me. There we go. Chlorine, not salt. Chlorine, there you go. 205 units each. Used to be worth about 600 at one point when we were, early on. And you'll also find that, if it's been a while for you, indium. That's just regular indium, 132. And the activated indium, which you really could make a lot of money at one time, it's about, I think, 200. It's under 200. So they nerfed it big time. Not the way to make money anymore. Definitely not. So that's what we've been talking about, different new ways to make some decent amount of money and everything like that in order to, as a starting out type of person. And it's been kind of difficult to find things, but with the Corvette scraps that you can find on planets, man, that's probably the better way to go. Yeah, guy just follows me everywhere. I don't get it. So this one has ancient bones. You can dig up bones, but they're only worth 75,000 each. And I know that sounds like a lot, but when you're picking up parts for your Corvette like these things sell big time. Let me show you. Yeah, the activated indium one really kills me. I used to have on one of my saves, I had huge farms of activated indium. Could make billions easy, real quick. It's not worth it anymore. So if I want to sell these things, like the thermal grill, 150,000. Thunderbird classes are selling for 800,000 each. Radiator casing, 150. So cosmetics don't sell for a lot, but one thruster for $1 million. So definitely the way to go if you can find a planet that has scraps on it. The nicer things that you can pick up are worth a lot, and it's real quick. Your money adds up real fast at that point. So that's pretty much the way a lot of us are going now when we're starting new saves. So not really much money made in elements as far as that's concerned, but just digging up everything is just about the way to go right now. You can still make some decent money on, where is it? Hold on. And you know what I'm thinking of right now already? What is that? Oh, defense field. Nice. I didn't see that. It's probably worth a lot of money. Yeah, on salvage data is probably the best and easiest thing to get because it stacks up to 30 and they're worth 52,000 each. So, and they're easy to find. You know, you can pick up 2, 3, 4 at a time. So it's a really easy way to go there. So, rear window, old school shades. Yes, yes. You turn off the AI and the robot, he will stop following you. Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's okay. This is a decent planet, though. Not bad. I mean, like I said, it's kind of good looking, but it's that toxicity that you see on the planet is not very good. I love this hovering ability. This is fantastic. All right. Let's go find out our last planet, then we're going to check out our settlement, see how it's doing. So that is you. Oh, excellent. We got a good view of it. Although, maybe I'll stop at the space station and see if that exotic lands. That would be kind of cool. And we can use the space station to get back. And I've got to probably send my freighters out on... Oh, yeah, that's right. My freighters, frigates should all be back from their missions. I keep hearing that. Like, I'm getting scanned, and then it stops. And I don't understand what's going on. It's kind of weird. What kind of planet is this? I should have scanned it first. I see heat in the air, so this is a hot planet. Should have came in on the daytime side. Is that? No way. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. I can't even see it now. Yeah, we got a settlement right there. Look at that. What are the chances, right? And it's an autophage settlement as well. Check this out. An autophage planetary settlement. What are the chances? Problem is, it's a very hot planet, so I don't think this is a optimal place to be getting it. Hold on a sec. Where is everybody? I don't see anybody. There we go. There's one. Indoors. There we go. So that's pretty cool. This is a nice place she's got here, actually. What in the world you got? You got a shoulder cannon? Holy crap, man. Sorry, I'll not try to take anything, okay? Boy, oh boy, don't mess with these guys. I've never seen an autophage settlement in your game. It is new. It is definitely new. That's a new thing you can do now. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I have... No, maybe not on the ship here. I might have it on my... Oh, you know where I think I have it? I think I have it on my freighter. Yeah. All right, we'll check that out. But you can get an actual thing from the space station to find an autophage camp now. So, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the cobalt and wiring looms, man. I tell you what, if you could dig up the wiring looms anyway, usually it was just finding upgrades, installing them and uninstalling them. Yeah, the wiring looms would still sell for a good price. But the cobalt, oh yeah, no, definitely not. Yeah, even ionized cobalt, 162 each. It's worth more than indium, believe it or not. It's the ionized cobalt, but still, just not worth it. I keep a good supply because obviously you got to open up portals and stuff like that. Where's my ship? Famous last words. There we go. Alright, so this is just a hot planet. Alright, I think we ought to head to the space station, which I think is right there. Isn't that possible, right? Hey, what a surprise. We're in the space station, just the usual navigation. Hello. The navigation person that you get your nav data from. Hang on a sec. I think you can still get it there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can only get it from the autophage terminal? So, you know, like you click, like when you go to a drop pod and it has that, you know, dust around it so you know the autophage are there, you make them appear with the scanner, you go to their terminal there that you usually make your staff at, and one of the things you can buy with void motes is one of those. I know that for a fact, and I think that's where I got one. Maybe this guy doesn't sell it? I don't know. Let me double check. I'm curious now. Good point. Cartographer, that's his name. Cartographer. No, I don't want help. I'm sorry, wrong button. I know how to play. Got 4,800 hours in the game. I know how to do this. Let's see. Or I think I do, right? Planetary chart. So we got emergency, commercial, alien, dig site, and settlement. You can find settlements. So that's the way you can do it, is with a settlement. So let me do this. Let's go back to our settlement. Because I got things I gotta do. I got things I gotta do here, okay? Your settlement. Thank you. So maybe not, but he's got other stuff there. You can get map coordinates to the fossil camps and stuff like that too. So I didn't realize you could get those there too. That's nice to know. Eventually, we'll get there. Hey, look, we're here. Over here. Okay. So there should be nothing really going on right now. Yeah, I don't think so. Except they got a full supply of batteries. I'll go ahead and take those. And nitrogen. Yeah, sure, why not? And they can reproduce now. Produce more, I should say. Alright, my ship should be on the landing pad, yes. So let's just look for something real quick. Yeah, let's go to that spot right there. This is the fastest ship I can do it with. That might have what we're looking for. Let me see. Oh yeah, you see the dust around it? Yeah. So get the autophage camp to pop up. Terminal. Exchange void motes, and there you go. Autophage settlement chart, 1,500 void motes. So there you go. This is where you get that from. There you go. And now you can find an autophage settlement. I do plan on doing another settlement, and I'll probably do the autophage one, just because I think it would be really cool. Look, oxygen. Look, a squirrel. Could always use more oxygen. I ought to put some atmosphere harvesters down. Stream is stuttering? Not on my end. Exodus, we've talked about this. It's something to do with the fact that you're under the world. Remember, you're in Australia. You're kind of far away. You probably got a wombat or something chewing on your cable out there. You ought to check that out. There we go. All oxygen has been retrieved. Haha. Ooh. Love this thing. Good. Got it. Oh, wait. There. Oh, wait. Got it. Okay. Alright. So that's how you can get that too. So I'm going to do an autophage settlement. I'm really, wanting to do that a lot. You know what's interesting about this camp, though? Is it here? Yeah, this. The damaged machinery. Occasionally, these are supposed to trigger something regarding Telemon, and I don't know how that works, but never seen it. I don't know why. There is a special title that you can acquire, and I've never figured out how to get it, and I looked it up, and there's a lot of puzzlement behind it, so I'll have to look that up one of these days. Okay. Alright, and I got my home base. That's an hour away. Where'd my settlement go? Trading post, the Eisenton portal. I name it that way when I'm looking at portals, your bases as it's called, I can find a portal. So I always find a planet that I can get a portal in that galaxy, so that way I can always, find my way around, if you will. Go to places within that galaxy. So you see all the yellow little things that are sticking up? That means all these buildings have been upgraded to S-Class. So everything in this village has been upgraded to S-Class. I wanted to see what kind of an effect it would have on things. So it seems to have done pretty well. Now, drop frames, I have 0.0%. I don't have any drop frames on this end. So. And nothing on here. And normally when I'm stuttering and everything like that, my monitor, which is just tied into the internet over here, is not showing any problems. It has to do with where you are on the planet, sir, not your up and down. Your up and down is to your local provider and to the internet itself, but if YouTube has been having issues, and you can tell me I'm not, and you know I'm not wrong about that, YouTube has been having issues lately. 34 minutes to continue construction. Okay, well, I thought it was done. My bad. All right, so the other thing, what else did I want to do while I was here? We're going to check out the... I'm just running around in circles here. Where is my... Hold on. Look at your map, Paul. That's not it. That's the building being built? No, this is where I need to be. My gosh. I got myself turned around. All right, here we go. Let's go up to our freighter, and we're going to get some missions going for the frigates up there. Top of the tower? Oh, yeah, we'll check it out in a minute. Let me just get these guys taken care of real quick. Debrief. Mind link. Need a mind dump. Yeah, there's days when I really do need a mind dump. Pearls, some stuff, pearls, money, cargo link. So that is a piece of Corvette stuff, including the gantry link as well. And we got another carrier AI fragment. Look at that. That was a pretty good one. Activated emerald. Yeah, I know. I wasn't clicking on anything there. Alright, good deal. There's usually something there. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Hold on. Excellent. Have a good one, man. Hope and pray. Yeah. We do too, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate you. 07 to you, dude. Have a great evening, morning, day, work, whatever. Wind up. Okay, I got a psychonic egg. I'm not going to do living ships. I really don't like them. That's just me. Okay, so this gave us some good stuff. Wow, over 2 million units from that one. Mine dump. Geknip. I like to see the Sentinels pull over a freighter. Vortex cubes, okay. Okay. And not you, but you. Okay, what do we got? Normandy. Chromatic metal. Psychonic eggs, okay, good. That was a short one. That's worth some money. Yep, I know. Just real quick, the Stellar Extractor Core. Oh, finally, we're getting stuff out of it. It's sitting there forever, and I haven't been getting anything out of it. That was kind of weird. How are we doing on thruster stuff? There we go. There. Okay, let's get some roots going, because I like to make sure that's going. Oh, good, we got a 3-star in here. Voyage of Discovery. Okay, we are going to assign Normandy to that one. Let's go with the Orlova, because I want to get it boosted up. And who else in the C-class? Let's see. New one. New one, new one. So we want to get these 3 boosted, if you will. So this will help them become a better vessel. So I'm going to go that route. Alright, looks like we got this one, which is a really long distance. And it's whatever. So I'm going to assign a couple C classes from the other screen. Let's go with you, you, and you. And then we need somebody to protect them. So we're going to go with one of the big guys up here. Let's go with Ship of the Damned. And then I'll throw a B class in there. Let's see. How about... Let's see, what do these guys have? Nothing special. Okay, so let's go with trading. I'll go with this one. 400 tons. Alright, next one. I want to go with combat patrol. So who's good at combat? Leviathan obviously is. This guy's actually better. So I'm going to hold off on this one. No, let's go all three. What do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4 left after this. Okay, and then finally, we want to go with an easy one. So, trade expedition. None of them are good at that. Okay, hang on. Let's go back to Voyager Discovery then. Okay, see, that's better. We got somebody who's really powerful at it, and the other ones can help out. So, we'll send them all along, and let's see how they do. Alright. Got it. Alright, good deal. It was a lot of eggs in the run. Yes, yes, absolutely. Alright, let's move over to... Okay, so we're done here. There's really not much more to do here. Let's go back down to the surface. Let's see, up the stairs. Hit my save point. I like to do that now and then, just to make sure I do have a regular restore point in there somewhere. My crater's literally right above, or up right above the settlement, so come on down. Always on top of the building. Yeah, I forgot that the tower, you could go up inside. Ow. I could fly up, but it just seems more appropriate to go up this way. Come on now. Go up the stairs. You can do it. Maybe he had to catch his breath. Alright. So you can formulate navigation data. You can scan for planetary buildings, space anomalies, or scan for distress signals. So pretty cool. You can do this from your tower. So I'm going to do this distress signal. And it's an actual distress beacon, so we can check that out. That's pretty cool. Hey, Keith, good to have you here, man. Thanks. Yeah, I know. That's hence the voting up above. Whoa, easy, buddy. And you know what's really great, too, is if you haven't done this yet, that's going the wrong way. Hold on. Make sure you build... There it is. Your fishing pond. Because you can fish here, right in your own settlement. So if you guys haven't done that yet, you can do that too once you build one of these. And I've never actually fished in one of these before, so I have no idea what in the world you would catch. I don't have any bait, do I? Yeah, I don't have any bait on this. Probably gonna get a boot. There it is. Ah, okay. Shrieking Waster. So, there you go. So make sure you do that at least once in a while. Let's check out the ship over there and see what we got. Oop, slow down, slow down. "9 hours away on foot, 10 minutes by ship via regular drive, or there we go. A little quicker that way, I think. Now, let's see if somebody's here. If it's that kind of distress beacon. Well, it's Explorer class, and I do see a ball, so Correct. I agree. I agree, A-Tigger. Minotaur's going to scare the fish. You do catch a lot of S-class fish there? I'll have to get my, what do you call it, up to snuff, up some bait going, maybe bionic lures and stuff like that. So not bad. A nice symmetrical Explorer class ship that I can trade in. Looks like we got some upgrades that we can delete out of here and pick up some extra stuff from. Not bad, not bad. I think I might have everything else now that I think about it. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, I didn't need to use them at all. What do you know? Anything else I can delete? Hey, cool. Did it have a rocket launcher? It doesn't. It doesn't have a rocket launcher. I just took all the guns it has on here. Whoops. Well, that's not supposed to happen. But, oh well, pretty cool. I should have all the recipes, and let's see what we get out of this. Slavers. Oh, boy. Let's go to sending out an alert. Okay, what did I get? Standing increased with the Gek, the Viking. With both of them? Well, that's pretty neat. I didn't expect that. That's pretty cool. Not bad. It's happened to you before, too. Yep, 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 of course. Get rid of that. I forgot to get the other wheelbarrows at that site. I forgot all about that. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright, cool beans. So that's another ship I can sell. Make a little extra money off of. Current building project complete, 22 minutes. Okay, that's cool. Maybe we'll let that go for just a little longer. So, nice little planet. I do like this planet a lot. I'm glad I'm building here. I haven't done much with the base on this planet. So, for those of you who wanted to find this place, this is where we are. This is just in the Eisenton Galaxy. On this particular save, this is my planet that I've developed. It's a paradise planet, of course. There's the glyphs for the planet itself. And, yeah, gotta get out of the atmosphere. Hold on. There we go. And I do have a home base on the planet that's not quite developed. I just recently picked up all of the what do you call it? The decorative items that you can put into a base. Bam. And there he goes. He just kind of fell into the abyss. And again, I haven't decorated anything here. This is what the base looks like. It's nothing special. It's very empty inside. I keep this here as a joke. It's not powering anything, but it's because the days here are ridiculously long where this base is located. It says 9:45 current time. The day starts at about 3 in the morning here, and the sun doesn't set until about 10 at night. So the day in this location is really, really long, and I don't understand it, but it is. That's pretty cool, and it's a beautiful location. So, and I just did a kind of a strange looking roof, but it works for me. And kind of different inside, you know, differently shaped. I did that purposely just because I wanted a differently shaped building. So, he's having a little trouble over there. So, I didn't do too much decorating because I haven't had a lot of luck with things staying put, and I don't know why. It might be a glitch in the game, it's hard to say. So, here's something you can change what it produces. You know, I forgot about that. I do like the fact that it does batteries. I do like that because ion batteries are really handy for a while, so I might let it continue to do that. Nitrogen is great because it's good for certain items that you can have. But pretty, isn't it? That's a trading post. That's not where I was going. It's my base. Ah, there we go. Settlement. Now, is the freighter right side up or upside down? We are right side up today. Okay, good. Every time I get over here, it flips. It's always funniest thing. Do you like frigate fuel? That frigate fuel. I don't like taking up the landing pad because that's where the traders land, man. Let them trade. So, good point. Let me check this out real quick. Yeah, there you go. So you can change the output. So, what can we choose? Wow, we can make it do gamma root, stuff like that. That's cool. Geknip. That's actually pretty expensive. So are these, actually. A lot of these are kind of expensive. Cryogenic chambers. Ooh. Wouldn't it be great when we get to the point where we can do, like, fusion cores? Neural ducts? That will be nice. That's S-class, though. So let's go ahead and do cryogenic chambers. And you can do the same thing over here if you want. I'm going to do hot ice, only because it just sounds really cool to get hot ice. There we go. Producing 1 in 4 days. 5 hours and 8 minutes. This one produces 1 in 21 days. So maybe we won't do this. Let's go ahead and change it to, I just saw what you said there. Let's go to frigate fuel. Good idea. And then we can just have it creating frigate fuel for us. Every 8 hours it produces 1. That's fine. So when I come back to it tomorrow, it ought to have at least 1 in there, probably 2. So, good idea. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, 21 days for the chamber. I'm going to let it go. I'm very curious how that goes. I'm still trying to figure this out. It says that the current population is increasing. But it's been at 23 for a while now. I don't know what's going on with that. That's weird. And I like to get it to the point where we got all kinds of neat new things that have come in here, but I can't seem to get rid of the negative things anymore. So, is what it is. Okay. It is real time. That is correct, Keith. So I literally have to come back in 8 hours to find 1 frigate fuel. Or in 21 days. 3 weeks from now, I can come back and have 1 sitting in inventory. Yeah, we might want to just produce one of those farms that we can make all the stuff out of. Yeah, it's just one of the things. I'm just going to do that just as a joke. I wonder what the other things how long they would take to make. That would be absolutely hilarious. So, yeah, pain in the, okay. This is a market you'll get all the shoppers visiting. Yeah, maybe. That'll be pretty cool. Maybe they'll the population will start going up. So, yep. Looks like sunrise. And got this guy blocking my view. They've made this one building right all the way over here. So what time of day is it? Yeah, see, that's normal time. About 5 o'clock in the morning is when the sky starts to brighten on most planets. So, and this beautiful planet, really like it here. So I'm very pleased at this place. I like the other one too, in the Indian world that we were at. So that was kind of cool. And I like the fact that you can come in here and you can just interesting, you can go here to get to production as well, huh? Oh, if you go to settlement history, by the way, and you're done, you can retire as overseer and get rid of the place. So you don't have to worry about it anymore. It says that our population growth has gone up by 115 citizens, but I haven't seen it. I don't know if that's a glitch or what happened, but there you are. So. And what's our sentinel alerts at 86%? So probably by the time I come back, it's going to be really upset with me. All right, good deal. And like I said, I do want to get an autophage settlement one of these days. That'll be pretty neat. I like that. All the positives first to eliminate the negatives, and they increased it to 3 or 4 pages. Ugh. Yeah. Not sure how I'm going to get that done, but, you know, I don't play anywhere near as often as some. So when you see me playing here, it's usually an odd thing. On any other night when I'm not streaming, that is, it's usually an odd thing that I'll be playing. But it is what it is. It's a nice place. So, what else do we want to do? I don't know if we want to do anything else. Let me think here. Got my ships. Crap. I feel like there was one other thing I wanted to check out while I was in this particular save, but I don't know if I have it right now. So, maybe when you started the town at a population of 80-something undead, now there's 20-something living people, plus one thing. Oh, well, who knows? There you go. Good reason. There you go. That could definitely be it. That could be it, right? Yeah, and yeah, Keith, yeah, it's just one of those things, Keith. I'm just trying to get it up to an S-class. I want to see if I can get that done. The great part is, if you really want the stuff to build quick, just a little suggestion, if you really want to do it, you can go to your difficulty level and just set this to creative. And when you ask it to build stuff, it's literally 10 seconds. So you put an item in, 10 seconds later, that's done. Do it, next. That's how I got the whole village going the way it is. Because I was really curious to how long it would take all these things to get done. It was really, really weird. So, but anyway. But pretty planet. Very pretty. Pretty. I like this place. I am curious as to whether there's any others out there. I do want to get to the center of the galaxy here and start doing some galaxy hopping at some point. Oh, this has a dream aerial on board? I didn't know that. Okay. I did not know that. Hotkey M for map brings you out of here. So yeah, I couldn't figure out what these icons meant at the time, and I know I asked that in a couple of my videos. It's where your freighters, where you sent your frigates out, and that happens to be the systems they happen to be in. The reason for that is that you may get a call from them saying, hey, we're under attack. This will allow you to go to that system and help them out. I haven't had that happen yet, but apparently that can be a thing. So, another gas giant, huh? Except this one is unavailable, so it's a abandoned station. What I want to do, I want to try to find a giant planet. So instead of a gas giant, it's a regular giant. I don't know if you guys have seen that before. If some of you have seen it, it's very possible some of you have already seen this, but there's another gas giant. I think they all just say gas giant. I don't think they say anything else. Maybe I'm wrong. No problem. Glad to help out, of course. You know me. If you got questions, please submit it in writing. Thank you very much. Dissonant. Lots of dissonant systems in here. And not just the purple ones, I've noticed, too. See? Dissonant. Dissonant. And the ones that are like the gas giants are usually out in the open like this. See? I'm gonna keep looking because I really want to find one that is just a regular, not gas giant system. It's just a regular giant planet. And I don't think it says gas giant. I literally think it says like just giant or something like that. Be sucky if they removed it. That really was cool. 1,000, yeah. I might have to keep looking. You know, this is actually one of the things I really like about No Man's Sky is the fact that it's just an unending discovery. Like, for instance, discovering that Paradise Planet in a blue star system I never would have expected. Never knew that could happen. Come on now, you gotta give me the right planet here. They should have found one by now. Alright. We're way out there now, 1,500, okay. Alright, maybe it does still say gas giant, I don't know. Is anyone curious about that? Has anyone got an answer for me? Purple system, have to expand view to see if it is a giant. True. That's weird. It's the closest I can get. I've never seen a system with one planet. Granted, it has one moon, too. But that's really weird. So, again, I'm discovering something new for once. Regular-sized planet. Terraforming catastrophe. And I'm going to guess that the moon is somewhere behind it. Looks like it's over this way. There it is. And it's Bountiful Moon. Go figure. And we do have a space station. And it's a regular space station, too. Really? See, I can't remember what it was labeled as. I thought it just said, like, giant. But it could be wrong. This is beautiful. Blue water, blue sky. Granted, the ground is yellow. We still have some trees. What do I have in my inventory? Anything? I'm gonna have to pull up my Corvette, I guess. Oh, bubbles. Got bubbles on the planet as well. That's a moon. Amazing. Yeah, we may have to pull in the Corvette so I can get a carrier. Actually, the freighter should have one. Hold on. Found one. Where is it? Carrier AI. There you go. Alright, there we go. How far out are you? It says 10 minutes, but you see how fast it's suddenly dropping. Titan. That's what it was. It was a Titan. Maybe it was further than I thought. Problem is that with moons you can't usually pulse drive very easily around them. Lots of bubbles in this atmosphere. Alright, so this is a regular one. This is one of the regular ships. Nothing special. Interesting number, though. T-5437B F09? What? That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. I have everything I need. I'll go ahead and grab it. Let's take a look. Nice. Never seen it with all these numbers after. I've seen it with the weird icon, the autophage icon at, or a sentinel icon, if you will. But never seen one like this. This is weird. Titan, that was it, yeah. I'll claim it. It's just another ship I can sell for, you know, 38 million. I won't get that much for it, but still, not bad. Cool. Alrighty. Enough of Bubble Planet. So why haven't I found a Titan system yet? Maybe I'll go to one that is a gas giant real quick and just see, maybe. This one? No. Right, now I'm not going to find one, right? Yeah. Because usually they're right out in the open like this. They're not usually at the edges. They're out in the open. The empty space areas. That one is. That's weird. Gas giant, okay. Alright, so that's an actual gas giant. I might come back to that in a second. Just check these nearby real quick. At a jump range, finally. Alright, check it. It's an abandoned system, but that's okay. Hope things are going better, EP, after a rough start for the year. It is going better. A lot of the things I fixed are fixed, which is important. So I had a plumbing leak in the house, and I was able to cut into a wall, take care of it, cover it up without anybody being any the wiser. Very proud of myself for being able to do that. Unknown giant. It says gas giant, so it's not a Titan. Alright. I'm not going to stick around here. We'll check out what we can see. Low atmo. Rotting moon. Yeah. I'm going to make a home there. Where's your house at? Rotting moon. I love it. Okay, nope. We're out of here. Where did I get it from? Normally you get it from obviously defeating one of the big Sentinel freighters, but my frigate missions are picking them up. That's the second time I've gotten one from a frigate mission. So I decided just to use that. We are in the Eisentum galaxy. Top left corner, Galaxy Core Eisentum. That is where I am right now. And I'm all over the place, so... I just wanted to see if I could find a Titan system. And I'm trying to see if maybe there's something I'm missing. Like it says gas giant, that's fine. But that's not quite what we're looking for. I'll say gas giant, so maybe they've removed the Titans? Or has it become that rare? Because I used to be able to find them pretty easily. Dissonant. 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 I'm getting very dissonant here. Dissonant. Dissonant. Water. Water. Dissonant. Pirate controlled. Dissonant. Gas giant. Dissonant. Dissonant. Gas giant. Okay, so I'm seeing a pattern here. No, just gas giants. Let me check this one out. It's a 3-star, so it's worth taking a look at. Destroy a Sentinel freighter. Correct. Best way to get a Sentinel freighter to pop up is by going to a planet and attacking Sentinels and then jumping in your ship and taking off. Or carrying some, merchandise that they want from you. Yeah, it is an unknown giant, but it's a gas giant again. I can see by looking at it. But it has ancient bones on the planet. That's really, really odd. But this is a 3-star system, so I would expect that we might have a paradise moon here somewhere. But that's not it. That might be a water green anomaly. Get one down here? We can. There you go. Paradise moon and salvageable scrap. The bonuses behind that is that it's a moon. Everything's tighter, so I just want to get out of the Euclid galaxy to these other ones. System's deadly planets since Worlds came out. Interesting. I have to think about that. How do you get out of Euclid? If you go through the main storyline, and it takes you out of the system and you are able to create your own, choose the one that is bountiful. And the next galaxy it'll throw you at is Eisentim. It's galaxy number 10. Euclid is obviously 1. Galaxy 10 is Eisentim. And is a peaceful, very peaceful. You can find more paradise planets normally. Ooh, red Atmo. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, I don't know if I like that much. Take a look. Interesting. Interesting place. Bubbles drive me nuts, but that's okay. So why don't we... You know what? I'm just going to do this. Let me take a look around. So we got salvageable scrap right there. 23. That's pretty close. Let's check it out, because I really, really want to get that other item, but... That's the best way to go there. If you know somebody and you meet them in the anomaly going to multiplayer, they can take you there as well. Wait, back it up. Yeah? Where? I don't see any hazardous plants. Found battery. Barrier, pardon me. Got a bolted joint. Times 2. And that's it. Okay. Alright. Any sentinels around? Haven't seen any yet, so it's a paradise planet, so we're probably not going to see any. Now that I think about it. So we would have to find a way to piss them off. Only way we're going to get that done. Or I can find one of the moons that may be aggressive. We can get that. We can get the job done there. So, in case you wanted to know, Ambassador class landing. Okay. So you can pick them up that way too. Alright. That's why doing it in your Corvette is a little bit easier. It's a nice looking planet. I like the glow. I'm actually trying to land. Just land right there. Take that. For a water giant? What do you look for when looking for a water giant? I don't think it'll tell you until you actually pop out. It's got to be a Titan. It has to be a Titan planet, first of all, and then if it's a water giant, at that point you won't find out till you actually get there. And there are definitely more, just to go back to that A-Tigger, definitely more dissonant systems and deadly plants since Worlds came out. So once the dissonant systems pop in, we always used to say there was like, what, 28 septillion planets in the in No Man's Sky. Well, now that they've had dissonant systems in, the purple systems, those are new systems you've never had before. So how many more did that add? I don't know if it doubled or not, but I mean, it really is an incredible feat. So, oh, we got bugs on the planet. That's cool. Alright, I'll grab one more. But moons are just so much easier to get parts from because everything usually is a lot tighter together. And if you're in your Corvette, you just fly up over them and hover and shoot. And you're done. Yeah, I got a bunch of cosmetic items. That's it. Alright. Still not bad, not bad. I mean, it's a decent planet to do this from. It's paradise and everything like that, too, so. Do we have a moon within range? We do. Let's go to that moon real quick and piss somebody off. And we'll get into a freighter battle while we're at it. Sounds good. Test your fire on the space station. Yes, but that's not a way to get a Sentinel frigate to show up or freighter to show up. They will just keep sending more and more and more fighters out. Yep, that's great. Yeah, oh well. I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. It doesn't say anything about sentinels here, like high sentinel activity or anything like that, but I'm assuming that if I come down here, sentinels will show up. What do you know? Floating rocks. Yeah, kidding. There we go. Let's see if somebody shows up. No sentinels showing up just yet. Got an observatory over there. Alright. I'd love to get into a battle with this. I think we're lined up okay. But we're not going to be able to scan that until we get further away from the gas giant. High sentinel activity. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Sounds like a jet coming in for a landing. Blah. Okay. Let's go piss off the sentinel, shall we? I'll beat him with a fishing rod. That's exactly what I'll do. So, where is the high sentinel activity? Hey, what do you know? Anomalous creatures. Hey, Mr. Broad, you have a great evening, sir. Go get some sleep. I'll see you next time. Maybe we'll do a Saturday stream one of these days, and that way you can stay up a little bit later. Catch the whole stream. Take care, man. Good to see you. Fishing rod would do. Oh, well, you know, it depends upon the fishing rod. They're kind of whippy like that, so you can kind of slap things around pretty easily. I am not finding any sentinels, though. Dihydrogen is yellow on this planet. Fascinating. Right, do I gotta look for something to piss off? I'm trying to figure out the harmonic scrap there. Enter creepy music.
Technology prepared.
534, 65, 111, 175, 260. The 11th. So somebody gathered all these things and actually spelled out a message. I think like she is coming, the Void Mother is coming, or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was about. Nope, I see no sentinels. So we can't even try to get a carrier AI at this point. It is working against us. I find someplace else, and we'll head back to the settlement in just a minute. Things are unstable here. Let's check out one more. Scan for buildings. It's not a bad idea. I could probably do that. Buildings. Interesting. This is a fully fledged system. I don't think it's an abandoned one. That looks like a true gas giant if I've ever seen one. Yeah, we got a true space station here. Okay, good. What are you? Back over there. Columned. That ain't gonna help me any. There you go. Sorry. And yawning too. I'm trying to fight off a sneeze, and that's usually what I do. Make weird faces, and then I make myself yawn, and it usually fights it off. So, what in the world did I just discover? It disappeared. It looked like a freighter, but not like one I've usually seen. That's pretty wild. Speaking of freighters, you know, I should have just checked for buildings. Hold on. That was my bad. Let's start scanning. I don't need to be landing at a freighter right now. There we go. Landing platform. Well, that's cool, but that's not exactly what I'm looking for. I know what you're thinking. Not quite it. Come on now. Using my eyes as well. Mr. Brote's already asleep, are you kidding? Although he might have his iPad kind of propped up on the nightstand next to him, so he might have gotten your message. Is that freighter again? Or is it a different freighter? Who can tell? That's a trade ball. It's a moon, for crying out loud. These places should be a lot closer together. So much to discover in this game. It really is cool. And for me, the Sentinel fights, of course. Come on. Now suddenly there's no buildings anywhere on the planet. I like Bob. Sentinel map. That's not a bad idea. How to do that. That makes sense. Cut it out. You know, I should have one. Yeah, there's one.
Navigation
Probably flew right over the top of it. Good suggestion. Just found another building. Slow, my friend. That's where you land on a sentinel pillar. Alright, let's piss off some sentinels. Oh. Dissonant system. Before we get started, real quick, let's just check out the tool here real fast. I'm not going to shut them down. Meh. Okay. Oh, hi, another one. Trying to get to a point where it's going to say the second wave is coming. Wow, they'll try to heal the little guys too, huh? There we go. Okay. Come on, get up there. There we go. That did it. And we're on already on. Oh, it's gone down to 1 rather than level 4. How did I miss him? There we go. Get a little away from the moon. How do I get so many lives, Jim? Upgrades. Upgrades in your suit. Up here, a lot of these will hand out extra life support and stuff like that. It's mostly over, where is it? Here? Yeah, there you go. Core health 33% gives you an extra life. See? Core health 33, that always gives you an extra one. An extra heart, if you will. And that's on your person, that is. Plus, at some point, you get strong enough weapons that you really don't have to worry about it. You build up your shields on your person as well. You take a lot less damage, so it's easier to fight these guys. Really, the character, your particular character, when you get to this point, is so OP, it's ridiculous. That's why a lot of us are hoping that they're going to start presenting us with more difficult challenges when it comes to this kind of stuff. See how fast their shields come back? There we go. Come on. Down you go. Down you go. Thank you. Alright, and we're at level 4 or 5 now? Now we're at 4. Far away is the space station. Okay. Yeah, I always want to check the gun first at those hives. That's true. Boy, the Infraknife Accelerator. Come on, man. It is like one of the most awesome weapons. Just melts everything. Alright, now the tough part. Now we get the Sentinel frigate. Up there he is. So you got to be careful of this guy, because their guns can actually really hurt you. Those guns especially. And you know what we're hitting? We're hitting shields, so we got to come inside the shields and get rid of their shields before we can start really making some damage. Whoop, that's not it. Stop that. There we go. I don't know why, but your shields go down, and then it's like, okay, let's recharge them, and it gives you something else to recharge instead of that. No, I didn't want to recharge my life support. Alright, shields are down. Okay. So guns should be gone, and I've almost done enough damage to this ship that it really doesn't make a difference anymore. There we go. There we go. And there we go. That takes care of that. And carrier AI fragment is what you get from that. So that's how you get one of those. But they're tough to fight. We used to do with the fugitive run, if you make a mistake, you're supposed to scrap your ship with everything on it, and then take your next ship and fight the sentinels out in space all the way through the end of this battle. And because you're in permadeath mode, that makes it 10 times harder. And plus you're usually using wimpy guns. You're trying to survive, and you see what ends up happening when we do this. So, craziness. Absolute craziness. Alright, so that's how you get a carrier AI fragment. And that just brings you straight to a ship rather than having to go through the campsite. So, alright, let's get back to our settlement and check it out real quick, because we got to get the next item into the upgrade for that building. Not upgrade, but for building it. Maybe I'll see if I can't show you the problem I'm having with the system. And maybe it only happens with the Corvette, but I'm pretty sure it happens with all my ships if I remember correctly. So we'll go to the space station over there first. If I can remember it. So there's my settlement. There it is. That's where I want to go. Perfect. I knew I could figure it out somehow. So that does it. Thanks for the suggestion about the Sentinel map, MJ. Appreciate it. Beacons help. Beacons help, yes. Good point, Jim. Alright. Love the space station. I know Jason would fall in love with this place because of all the purple here. This is a really nice looking space station. Okay. Let's see if we can get to the planet the old-fashioned way. If it works. Working, okay. Because it's always been telling me that there's, you know, obstacles in the way and everything like that, so. And look, my freighter is upside down. Hope they fix that one of these days. It is funny, but I do what I can. Of course you do. You've always been a great help, MJ. Your last streaming, that's why it worked. Yeah, you're right, A-Taker. I appreciate that. Sadly, I appreciate that. Okay, where's the building I'm building anyway? Let's see. That's not over here. Is it over here? There it is. That's over there. Go. Boink. Alright, what do you need? 2 quantum computers. I do not have any. Sam, I am. However, I think in my completely unorganized freighter, I might have more than one. Guess not. Just the one. processor. There you go. He's just standing there looking at me like, "You done yet? Shut up, man." So yeah, if you want to turn these guys off, what you do is you go to your exocraft, and I think you can just turn it off. There's the autopilot plug-in. There's another item too. Hold on, where is it? I thought it was in here. I think that's the only one. It'll still follow. So there is one more item. Oh, that's it. You had to take both of them out. And then it'll shut down. Now, you're saying that there's another way to do it? Or is there another way to do it? That's really the question, I guess. Dismantle, dismantle. Store the technology. I don't think there is. Down on the D-pad? Which one of those is that on this device that I'm using here? So, let's find out, shall we? There's got to be a hotkey for it. Let's see. Controls. There's a key to stop it. Thank you. You're absolutely right, Keith. I'm sure there is. Pretty sure. Let me see here. Foot, quick foot, flight controls, exocraft. Really? Forgot about the horn. It's okay, Griffin. I'm just messing with you. This weird device that I use, what is it called? Vertical thrust fire, switch weapon. Form scan, tag, marker, exit. Quick menu? Well, yeah, of course. Checkpoints. Boosts. Oh, okay. Okay. Galactic map. Photo mode. On foot. Wow, they've really got a lot in here, man. Base part editing, Corvette module editing. Huh. Finalized Corvette, the letter P. I didn't know you had to, I know that's new to me. Cool. You think it's in the quick menu? Hold on a second, you might be right. Exocraft. Summon Minotaur power suit. Nothing there. Okay, so that's just summoning. Gear?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call
Hey,
me
Ramey.
Shirley.
Thank you very much. 07 to you, my friend. Start over here. So that's bait, nutrient gesters, settlements register. I didn't know that was there either. How do you know? Multi-tool, toggle torch, toggle camera view, disable Minotaur AI. And there you are. Excellent. Nice. That's really good to know. That was a great tip, man. Thank you. Thank you. Enable Minotaur AI. So we can actually... Hold on a second. There. So now... I can... hotkey it. Sweet. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. That's really cool. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come get me. Come get me. He caught me. Ah! There's a traitor here. You gonna get out, dude? Or are you a geck? You are a geck. What do you mean you weren't expecting to meet anybody on the planet? It's a paradise planet with settlements all over the place. Look, a person! Dummy. I don't want your ship. What do you got, buddy? Let's see. Let's go for some hazard protection. I don't think I need any more movement upgrades. I'm doing pretty good on those. Life support, scanner, and launch thrusters, hyperdrive, pulse engine, starship shields, scatter blasters. All right. Shield modules. Let's go ahead and do the life supports. Okay, that'll be enough. I like to get the black market ones because every now and then you run across a really good one, so it's pretty cool. You Thunder, good to have you here, man. Thanks for joining us. And you were the one that was telling me all that crap. I just realized that. Thank you. Unless you were just quietly being anonymous in the background, you're like, okay, I gotta help. And I understand completely. I know how that is. So, you know, it is what it is. All right. Yeah, shut off. Let's see what we got. So, okay, so what do we get out of that? Terrible stuff. So I'll just take the items from it. This is one of the shields. What does that give me? 2, 2, 2, and 3. See, not really good, because every now and then you can run across some that like that and that. They have 10%, 9%, you see what I mean? So if you can find those are really good. The best you can get is 10%, of course, and I think it was one of the expeditions that you had like all 10s on every one of them. It was like, what? And we made sure we took it with us because it was we did it from one of our saves. I did it from one of my saves, and I took it with me. So I have it on one of my main saves. I don't remember which one, so. If I wanted to be sure Beardless EP was actually EP. Yeah, that might be true. That might be true. This voice could be AI. You don't know that. This could be just a joke. I may not be here at all today. All right. Echolocator. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I got one of those. Alrighty then. Okay, good deal. All right, so we're coming close to where I want to end the stream. So what I'd like to do real quick, we did say we were going to jump over real fast and just check out Dune. Wanted to get a save point. Is there something going on first? Hold on. Oh, policy decision. Hold on. New research, new industrial units, research commercial innovation. Adds a feature of the Galactic Bazaar or adds a feature of ferrite compressor. Both teams require funding. Should we invest in developing new industrial technology or direct research towards overhauling our maintenance system? Industrial over there, that's not maintenance, but commercial innovation would be pretty cool. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the Galactic Bazaar. I like that. Good deal. So we got that, and that should add a feature over here. There it is, Galactic Bazaar. We have an automated bazaar to go along with it, and some public artwork. So between the three, we're all set. At least I think. All right, cool beans. So let me go ahead and save this real quick. That's not saving it. That's saving it. And we're saved. Yay! Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and exit this. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to open up Dune for just a couple minutes. And we're going to check out where we are with that. Feel free to stick around, guys. It's only going to be for a few minutes. But who knows? Yeah, that's true. That's true. We could be all in the Matrix. We don't know that. We're just Duracells. All right. So I'm going to jump out of there. And we're going to jump back to here for now while I get this opened up. And yeah, hang on a a second. Let's go with that. Yep, takes a little bit to open. Launch. Okay, while that's launching, I'm going to go over here. We're going to go back here. I'm not going anywhere, you Thunder. We're going to stick around for just a little bit. I got to do a game capture, and we're going to, if it'll ever start. It says it's running. Dune Awakening. I got to wait for the main screen to open, or else I can't do anything. There we go. Let's see. That's just the launcher. Hold on a second. Is it not showing? It should be. Hopefully you'll get it now. Okay, jump over. Gaming assist, search host. I'm hoping this works. Hang on a second, guys. Ooh. Well, that's weird. It failed to load. I've never seen that before. I don't think Dune's doing anything special right now. Let me find out. Hold on. What's today? Today's Wednesday. No, they do their updates on Monday nights. For me. Let me just see if it'll load up now. Hold on. Maybe we aren't doing any more Dune. Who knows? We'll see what happens here. Always gives me a warning first. Risk of seizure. They show us up? Okay. Alright, checking shaders. It usually goes through that. And that's done. There we go.
I dream of it.
I'm glad somebody does.
Wild threads of history and the myriad of paths. My path saw the Imperium rise from the ashes.
Let me get out of there. Hold on. I know you guys aren't seeing anything yet. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's see if it'll show up over here now. That's not it. Very odd. I can't seem to get it to show up. I don't know why. How about this? Let me do something a little different. Hold on. I'm going to do this.
Show my appreciation. I got a little something for you.
Well, Turkey, good to have you here, man. Thanks for stopping by. And 07 to you. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Found it. There. Now you can see. But you don't see me. So hang on a second. Let me just move this to here. Hey, and I'm back. Yay! All right. Good night, Miss Chase. Appreciate you being here, dear. Always a pleasure. All right, so this shouldn't take long. So this is my character right now, and I don't mind you seeing all this crap. It really doesn't make a difference. So it is on the server. So if you go to servers over here, you see region. You have to check what region you're in. So if you're North America, obviously you choose North America, Oceania, South America, etc., Asia. So it's on the European server that this is located in, and it's the Icarus server in the European servers, and the Siege is the very first one, Siege Fager. I think it's the very first one. You may have to scroll down to find it. But it should be the first, this one that says Fager, and that's it. Just join. You can see I'm 169. I'm not quite 170 yet. And I never like to see the whole mask outfit and the helmet and all this other crap. There's no use in doing that. So, you picking at 140? Alright, A-Tigger. So this shouldn't take long. We'll only be here for a few minutes. And then we'll check out what's going on. I have a feeling that Jason is probably still playing. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, here we are. Carriola Storm, reset the map. Yeah, I know. Whoop, wrong button. So this is my base currently. There is nothing special to this base. Don't expect a Beeblebum or Bob or any of those guys perfect layout of a location. I've got one painting in the whole stinking place. It is very, very plain. My storage is over here. I've got medium-sized everything right now. I don't have the larger ones for doing any kind of refining. Upstairs, all my fuel sources in order to be able to get things going with my ornithopter. And it's just a scout class. There's nothing special. The only thing is I really did, I think you guys aren't seeing anything. I just realized that. Yes. Hang on a second here. There is a reason you're not seeing anything. Hold on. Gotta do that. Bink. 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 It's still not showing up. How weird. All right, let's try something. Ah, hang on. You. And we're going to get rid of you and pop you into existence. Maybe? Yep, I think we're back. Yeah, there you go. See? Look at that. Look at that. Jason. And I told you he was still playing, didn't I? Didn't I just say Jason's probably still playing right now? He can't get rid of that Arc Raiders. He just has no choice. He has to keep playing it. Absolutely. Jason, good to see you, man. It is Dune, yeah. I'm on your guys' server, man. Yeah. Good to have you guys here. Thanks very much for joining. Appreciate the raid. I'm only going to be on here for a few minutes. We just got done with No Man's Sky. We were just doing a little cozy type run through just to check things out on my one of my game saves, and I'm showing this real fast just to show people. Yeah, you might want to do that. And you got that new feature. There's that new tool you can use that if you're not going to be back for a while, just dismantle your ships. You know, anything like, you know, if you have an ornithopter or a buggy or something like that, dismantle them and just put them in a storage container. Put all the parts in there, and then you can use the tool to save your base, and it just kind of sucks it all in, and the base disappears, and you're holding on to it. Didn't just go somewhere like Arakeen or something like that, and just hang out, exit the save. You're not paying taxes anymore. You don't have to worry about fueling your base. You don't have to worry about it disappearing. So, and it's nothing special. Like I said, this is not a really huge base, and I don't have the peak stuff in here yet. You know, got some death stills, I got water containment, got one spice refiner, nothing special. I love my buggy. I think it's a lot of fun, and this is me. I'm right at ground level. There's really nothing here. It's nothing special to this place. So, but the best part about this place, though, is I'm right against the northern wall and the eastern shield. So I've literally, this is how you get to the deep desert and to the main overworld map, which is fantastic. And I can go anywhere I want, do anything I want. So, yeah, you got to make sure it's powered, though. No, you only make sure it's powered at that time that your taxes are paid up. If you're powered and your taxes are paid up, once you store everything in the containers, you can click on the base and it just disappears into the gun, yeah, I got to get back upstairs. The vehicle backup tool, so just like you run up to a vehicle and you just go, you know, click, and it's now successfully stored, you can do that to your entire base now. You can just, the whole base gets stored in its entire layout, all your cargo containers, everything is stored, and it's done. And you're not paying taxes anymore, you don't have to keep it powered up. You can come back to the game anytime you want. You can be 3-6 months down the road, pop in. Granted, the spot your base was in may not be there anymore. Someone may have taken it over, so that's a problem. But, you know, if you're simple like Paul, and you have a very simple square base that you don't have to worry about, then, you know, It's a very square, simple base. There's nothing special to this base whatsoever, and I can plop this sucker down anywhere. Anywhere I want. So that's the best part. I've got a lot of stuff nearby, which is great. I've got this one place right here I just get a lot of bodies and water from, if you will, on a regular basis. But as you can see, a lot of people have let their bases go. This guy is almost gone, and the only reason his base is still standing is because his subfief thing is right underneath that stairwell, and until the stairwell gets destroyed, it's not getting affected by the storms. So it's protected at the moment, so I'm kind of waiting for that to happen. But he's losing all his cargo containers. They're all just about gone. So it kind of sucks. Yeah, but this is a really great way to do it. Yeah, the vehicles, like I said, it won't save the vehicles. That's why you have to take them apart. So get your welding torch out, take them apart, disassemble them, and put them in a cargo container. And it actually recommends that on the website. If you go there, it explains that to you. Store them away, put them in a cargo, 3 cargo containers, one for your ornithopter, one for this, one for that. Store them away, and then you can save the base, and everything's saved, and you're good. Good to go. So that's what I did on my other save. Here, I didn't do anything special. So, but your recommendation of the cope was very, very handy, and I found it very, very interesting. This base is open. It's on your same server that you guys are on. It's on Voyagers, and everything is set up so that it has access to anybody from the guild who wants to join. So, and to check things out too real quick, let's see, Jason, the last time you were on was, what, about, just a few days ago. Jason, come on, man. And Bob got back on. He got back on at the early part of the month. It had been like 6 months since he's been here. Beeblebum's been a while, too, so. But you see, everybody's in here. And Fett, yeah, I've seen you in there, too, Fett. It looks like you're online right now. And so Zero Hurst, whoever that might be. So currently we got 3 members of the guild online right now. So, nothing special. And I could probably get into the, I don't remember how to get into the chat. Is that the chat? Yeah, there we go. There we go. So, if you're floating around, there you go, man. So, but again, all the folks that just joined up from Jason's stream, really appreciate you being here, guys. Just hit the like button before you leave. Thank you so much. And Jason, I really appreciate you. Can you get an invite? I can't. I'm not a, what's the word I'm looking for? A captain? That's not the word. Oh, go away. How do you make it go away? I don't know how. There it is. Come on, stop that. There we go. An officer. I am not an officer to the guild. I am just a simple member of the guild. That's all. So. Ahmad? No, officer. Officer's the right word, A-Tigger. You're right. So you have to be an officer in order to be able to invite people. Hit the like button before we leave. Are you kicking us out? No, in case you get... honestly, Rabbit, I'm telling you, man, one of these days... Elmer Fudd your butt, I tell you. That's what we'll do to you. And Jason, just for you. Gotta make sure it works.
You suck, Jason.
There it is. That was just for you, Jason. I love you very much, my friend. So, yeah, that's the thing, is you gotta send them a message and they will send an invite, but they have to have your name up here, like mine is ElanPaul number 00463. They have to have all that. So if you send them a message, like if you get on their Discord channel, I think Zane is a officer as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there he is. So whenever I see Zane, I usually just send him a message or something like that. He's usually good about it. A-Train's on here, Jason, Heather, Golden Geck. I know that some of these people know you. Jason does, obviously. So, usually not. That's the thing. I've been soloing the crap out of this and just having an absolute blast doing it. So, it's up to you if you guys want to join up with anybody. I don't usually. So for me, it's just I'm here goofing off and stuff like that. I have my favorite Yeah, favorite. Assortment of items. I like to check to make sure there's not a storm going on before I venture out. But, and I still use my sand bike, even though I have an ornithopter. Just because. Love this area of the desert. Don't have to worry about sandworms. There we go. And just an idea. One shot, one kill with the cope, man. You have to hit me. Eh, you missed. Oh, crying out loud. I'm usually a better shot than that, to be honest with you. Alright, so 3 shots. So while I'm here, I don't think I have any... I don't have any bags on me, do we? No, can't get any blood out of these guys. Oh well. But I can pick them up. And I now have a body in my inventory. I have a corpse. It's the best part about this, man. There we go. Yeah, in my inventory, let me see, what else did I got? I got a respawn beacon right now, but I use a cope because of the heavy damage it does, and that was a recommendation by Jason as well. Yeah, I know Bob is the leader, right? I know, go figure. Hey, Angus, have a great evening, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate you. Always appreciate you. Bring it, FUD. I have unlimited credit with Acme Corp. Let's see. And then my next one is Thufir's Best, which is a scoped rifle, if you will. It's great for sniping. Absolutely great. And of course, I've got a Corvette Viper right now at the moment. It only does 100 damage, but I'm working on building up so I can build some of the better ones out there. And obviously, just keep some, you know, heal kits on you. I got a stronger heal kit, but the little guys are usually more than enough to get done with whatever I need. I need to pick up some bodies. Hold on. Where'd that other dude go? He was over here, wasn't he? I think. There he is. Come on. Yeah, you don't have anything. I didn't say that. I said I don't have anything I want. We just go over here, deposit it in the bike. You don't have anything I want either, and deposit it in the bike, and now I have the means of getting water for a long period of time. Love how these things can pretty much go anywhere. Oh, fuel. You know, speaking of fuel, I need to make sure my base is fueled up. It's been a number of days. What armor is this? This is... It starts with an A. Hold on. You expect me to remember these things after a full day's work and 3 hours of streaming? Get off the bike. It is... Acheronian, if you will, and all of it is the same. And you can get it in one place. You can get the recipes in one place, and it's in Sheol. This area of the map down here, from a little place called Shaitan's Grotto. There are no enemies there, but it's obviously in the radiation zone, so you got to have a radiation suit. And as you're proceeding through there are pools of radiation water all over the place. Just follow it all the way in to the back, and there's a little hidden, you know, chest. I can show it to you real quick. It's not hard to do, and I think I should have enough time. I'll show you how to get that done, because they're actually pretty valuable, and it's one of the best heavy armor to get without going out to the deep desert at this time. So, and the way I get there, since it's the bottom left corner of the map, is I go up here. Do I have my... Hold on. Oh crap, I don't have my my radiation suit on me. I remember I was doing some spelunking or something like that. I was going for stuff, and I needed to make sure I had plenty of room in my inventory. I gotta figure out what the heck I did with it. I put it in one of these boxes over here. It's one of these boxes I put it in. Yeah, that's it. Let me see. Nope, that's not it. That's definitely not it. I think it's over here, I want to say. There we go. Mark 5. And we'll grab some iodine pills. We shouldn't need it. And you see I got, you know, some leftover gold. We got some soft step boots that I picked up not too long ago. That's for picking up stuff out on the desert, like flour sand and, you know, obviously some spice sand as well. I have an extra 5 Fingers triple shot, and I've got tons and tons of different things in here. Here's things you pick up from the quests that aren't special enough to hang on to, but there is a bunch of these, and I sell these on at the market and stuff. So I got a still suit, a power harness, stim leggings and stuff like that. See, Sword of Seven Sorrows. I should have a Thufir's Best as well. I got a few of those, so very glad about it. I'm trying to sell some of the stuff, but it's taking a while. Anyway, I have radiation suits unlocked yet. Yeah, you're definitely going to need one, and you can usually find them on occasion when you're doing a little bit of questing around. Best time to head up there is usually at night, but whatever. I keep wanting to press buttons that I use in No Man's Sky, so I got to be careful when I go from one game to the next. And I could fly direct there, but it takes way too long for me to do that. I can go this way and just fly around the hole and come back in. So I come in this way, so my camp is right up here. So I just and come down here to this section and go back in. And you end up right at the desert, right at the edge of Sheol, and you're not far away from that spot at all. And I have to do like one run into that area once in a while just to check it out, especially if you want to make some money. And we'll check out the market real quick. Hang on a second. So put on the radiation suit first. We are in the desert, so you kind of want to take off pretty quick and get up to a good height so that the worms don't get attracted here. And real quick, so I know where I'm going. There. Okay, that way. I've only been there like about a half a dozen times, and that sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. To know from all these rock formations which one I want to go to. So let's go into glide mode real quick. Get there a little quicker. And this is the spot. So when you come in here, you can see there's a stairs leading right here. That's where you want to head towards. And I always bring my vehicle. Yeah, it's just going to go through me. I shouldn't have parked there. I always pack my vehicle up just because. You don't have to worry about bringing a gun with you. Nobody's going to shoot you. It's a PvE zone, not PvP. And there are no enemies in here. Take this tunnel down. Like I said, there's pools here. If you just go through them real quick, you get high radiation damage in that area, and you can see the little icon at the bottom left with the radiation symbol. Once it goes all the way around, you're pretty much dead. So just stick to the sides as you can. And there are 3 boxes down here. This is the first one. I usually go in there and I take, obviously, the gold. I don't really need salvage metal or any of these things anymore. I've got so many of them, it's ridiculous. So I just go in there and grab the gold. And one way quick that you can do that, if you just want the first item, just hit the space bar. And you get the first item out of there with actually going into it. And you come into this room here, go to the right. Right by this column down below is where your chest is. And sometimes it usually carries at least 1 piece of armor. So there it is, there's your pants. And you can get some spiced infused duraluminum, extra gold. This time I got Buggy Tread 5, which is great. I had 3 of those, now I have 4. And some extra items if you want the dew scythe and all that other stuff. I don't really care for it. So take what I need and get out. And that's it. It's just that simple. This is probably the simplest run I've ever had to do in order to get armor. So you're welcome. No problem. Now, if you really want to get something really nice, and it requires a little bit of fighting, and I usually put down a spawn point because occasionally they do kick my butt, is you can get a Thufir's Best, sometimes a Tarl's cutter ray, which is a really good cutter ray. That's one I have in my inventory right now, right here, which can cut all those items. I can get titanium, stravidium, all the good stuff. This is a hard one to get, a very hard cutter ray to get now. It used to be really easy. Put that away to get in. There we go. And just head south from here. Let's see, southwest. And it's right there. That little piece of broken ship over there is where you're headed. And it's outside the radiation zone. Dive, dive, dive. So we'll do one more. Then, if you're not a good fighter, this may not work out well for you. This one's tough. But it only has 3 NPCs to take out, and it's still it is a PvP zone. See, zone change. So it is a PvP zone. I have yet to run into anybody else over here. Uh-oh. Crap. We got a storm coming in. It's off the horizon though. Alright, so I'm gonna find some place to take shelter real quick. Figures. Let's see. F. There we go. Stop. So it's 3,000 out. It's going to actually kind of whip our butts. So if you find something that says sheltered or even enclosed, that would be better. There we go. I'm enclosed, but I'm in the sun and I'm burning up. There's a shadow around here I can get into.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
There we go. Shouldn't be in the sun right now. I thought I was out of the sun. So there's the sandstorm, but I'm in sheltered location here. So I should be okay. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to drink some water from the deciliter John. Unfortunately, it doesn't make the sunshine go away, so we'll just have to wait it out. If you want to, you can either go here and see when it passes over you, or just point in the direction that the storm is. Once the 0 meters goes away, you should be safe. And you see the water is dropping completely right now because of the fact that I'm still in the sun, unfortunately. So, it is what it is. You, Thunder, have a great evening, man. Thanks for being here and joining us. Appreciate the help, too. You found my base, Fett? Good deal, man. Appreciate that. It has a PvP aspect, Wascally, but it's optional in most areas. PvE all over the place. But I have yet, because I'm playing on a European server at this time of day, it's 9 p.m. here. It's 6 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock in the morning over there. People aren't playing. There's nobody here. Is that gone already? Yeah, it's already gone. All right, so let's go back into inventory real quick here. Bring my water levels back up. We got to find some shade, though. It's afternoon, so I'll just park here for just a second. Let's turn on our shields. I'm going to pull out my rifle, get ready, and boom. Okay, we're set to go. So they have one heavy gunner here, and the rest, they hurt. They do hurt. Oh crap. I guess they already know I'm here. Where'd he go? You saw the guy running, didn't you? There he is. Oh, I do have one other rifle, and that's this one. I don't know if that's another person or is that an NPC. That might actually be another person here. And that better not be who we're talking about. It could be. It could be. So I'm not here to kill him. I'm here to get whatever treasure's in this place. I think that's another player. That's another player. Bet, is that you? Hold on a second here. You knew where I was going. You were watching the stream and knew exactly where I was going. Did you take all three out? Let me see. 1, 2. Yeah, you got all three, didn't you? So. Did you head in yet? No, go ahead and head in, man. It's a me. Mario. Sorry to shoot you, man. I didn't mean to do that. So, when you come in here, if you get rid of those three guys, there's a bomb here. One here. And one here. Just let them go. And you are going to need your... Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You are going to need your cutter ray. And it's about the easiest one I've ever had. So you got some pretty decent items in here, usually a little bit of gold. You get a pair of decent boots, things like that. Irradiated slag, stuff like that. I usually just take the whole thing because it's just easier. But this is what you're looking for. Look at that. Thufir's Best. And these were selling for a time on this server for about $1 million a piece. They're going down a little bit because I've been telling a lot of folks they're definitely over priced for things. My other server, they weren't going for anywhere near that. 100,000, if that. So thanks, Fat. Appreciate it. If you have the right armor. Now, he probably has... I wouldn't be surprised if you have, like... I don't even know how to do the emotes, dude. So, you know, you're just going to have to live with it. I'm just going to dance around. You know, that's all I'm doing. I'm just going to run around in circles. Good luck. So... So a lot of good stuff here. I forgot there was a bomb there too, but I'm pretty well protected from that crap. So that's it. So it was nice to see him. Interact. How do I interact? Oh, okay, I got you. Inspect. Invite to party. Trade. Private message. Shh. I'm hunting wabbits. Don't tell him. All right. So, and that's pretty much it. And I usually just hit these two and then head out. And you had to prove me wrong for just that moment, right? There's nobody ever comes over here. Oh, well, there's somebody now. Jerk. And then just head south. And that's it. Hey. Well, that's what I'm usually doing, ain't I? And confirm. Back to the overmap. I do want to check out Arakeen real quick, if you guys don't mind waiting for me for just a couple more minutes, and then we're going to head back to the normal area. Okay, I must have missed the message. Okay. No. Too far. And we'll just get you going. There we go. Arakeen. And I prefer to go to Arakeen. I think the Harkonnen village, Harko village, if you will, is just kind of creepy all around. I don't like going there. I don't like the way it's laid out either. Don't make me stick Daffy Duck on you. Oh, I love them all. I used to love those guys. Foghorn, Leghorn, all the rest. And you can go to Arakeen anyway, you know, by going to one of the outposts and taking a taxi service there if you wish. Costs you about 700 each time, so. Yeah, and really, boo. Hiss, exactly. They're the best. The best at something, but that's not exactly what I go there for. But the quest lines were pretty good. They had a really good storyline going on with it, and I really did appreciate that part of this game as well. And I don't go to too many of the PvPs. That's probably one spot I go to. I'm trying to think of any others. There's a couple others you do have to go to as a PvP, but again, I've never run into anybody. Even on the other server that I played on in North America, rarely ran into anybody. 2,500. That's true. I forgot about that. 2,500 to Arakeen. It's going to the different outposts at 700 a shot. 2,500 to Arakeen. And I remember going there for the first time and thinking to myself, am I going to have to pay another 2,500 to get back? No, you don't. It's free to get back. And here we are. And the great part is if you're thirsty, they refill it. You notice that it had a meter showing me my spice addiction at the moment. It's down to the 1 area, between 1 and 2. It was up to over 3. And that's why the bar at the bottom is not full. It's low. So I'm trying to get out of that so I don't do that anymore. But we'll see. My orders. Let's see. Wow, everything's sold. Look at that. Including my Thufir's Best for $750. That's pretty good. Oh, and I don't know if you're listening, Fett. There's a couple others that didn't sell, as you can see. This one didn't sell. I do have a couple of Adept missile launchers, if anyone's interested in them, back at the old place there. And I can't believe nobody's buying the Cope. It is such a great little weapon to have. I really am surprised by that. But the Thufir's Best for $750, that obviously sold. And so did the Soft Steps, which I don't need anymore. So I'll gather up the money. Top right corner is how much money I've got. Sentinel Jacket sold. That's the one I used to use at 375 armor. The one I've got is, I think, 425 or 450. This is a carver that you can get. I didn't sell it for very high because it doesn't pick up a whole lot, but it does work. Power Gauntlets sold for a pretty good price. That's good. Oh, finally someone got that. Good. And the gauntlets, good. I did sell one of the copes, so that's good too. And I've already got like 1 or 2 extra recipes in case I need them. Okay, and we'll just pick up the rest. I'll sell them another time. Yeah, it is. It is. It's taken me a long time to get up to that point too. I don't think I was ever that high on the other one. But again, to buy stuff here, I mean, 200,000 for a mercenary scout top? Are you kidding me? Look at the armor value. It's 83, and it's used. So that's why I said the prices here just are not right, man. Still suits, let's see. Maracap, really? Come on. You get that as a reward just doing the quest line. And then unique schematics, and I always go by, changing this. The power gloves go with the power harness. So they got a steal from me out of that, but someone's selling them for 15 million. So I usually go do this. I put it to this point, and I look for something that could be very much worthwhile, like the Sentinel Jacket that I just sold, 15,000 for the schematic if you want to make a new one. But I like to look for things. See, the Archeronian chest plate's down to 25. So they're finally coming down in price. Power gauntlets, see? The helmet. So that's good. So prices are starting to come down to a more appropriate level. The Syndicate chestplate is not as good as the one I've got, so I'm not really interested in it. Pincushion is the really good armor. That's the best. That's some of the best armor that you can get is the pincushion. That's probably what Fett has right now. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just checking out your base. Okay, you can do that. Didn't realize you were shooting me along with the NPCs. I hit you one time. I wasn't sure because I saw someone coming my way with what looked like a sword. And I was like, oh crap, did I already attract their attention somehow? So I turned around, I was like, well, okay, where did he go? And I saw someone running back the other way and pulling out a rifle. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that must be the guy who's about to shoot at me. And I could see reloading and everything like that. I'm like, okay, let me take him. So I took one shot at you, and I was like, and that's when someone else said, I think it was MJ said, yeah, there it is. Is that a player? Are you killing a player? I'm like, oh crap, maybe it is. And then it made me realize that, wait a second, I bet you anything, because Fett said he was on her, I bet you that's him. So you gave it to me, right there. The pincushion is probably the best, the Idaho's Charge and everything like that. So these things are going for incredible amounts, and as you can see, it just keeps going up from there. The Tabor Soft Steps are the best, some of the best you can get. But at 5 million, are you kidding me? I mean, I've got them now in my inventory back at the other base. I've got them, and I didn't pay anywhere near that much. Someone was selling them for like 30,000 or something like that, and they were just ever so slightly used. I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. So, and the weapons are just the same way. You get into weapons and the unique schematics. These prices, these spark swords were going for hundreds of thousands, and they're really not worth that much. The poison mists were up to over 100,000. They're finally getting down to a normal price. So, but the unique schematics, obviously, look at 24 million for the Ancient Way, 50 million for the black market lasgun, which is really cool because regular lasguns, if they interact with a shield, it usually causes a really big explosion. That has that safety feature turned off, so I have no idea what it would do. And there's the 5-finger triple shot like I've got back at my base, going for 600. So, see, now they're getting down to normal prices. It's about time. And I did pick up something in here. Let me just see if it's in here real quick. Poison Mist, Shredders, Mendex, blah, blah, blah. I like these fencing ones because they're fast. They're as fast as a dagger, but they're just like a sword in the sense that you can fend off multiple attackers at the same time. I don't know why more people don't use them, to be honest with you. See. Way of the Desert. There's through first. See, it's going for 200 now. They're down to 200,000, so that's great. It's getting down to a normal level, if you ask me. More sword? No sword. Dune Watcher I'd love to get. There's one more beyond that, I think, but the Dune Watcher is pretty cool. So, I have you as an associate on my base just in case you want to check it out. Appreciate it. I wish there was a way you could give us, like, coordinates so we knew where your bases were. I had to show you where mine was, but, you know, it's kind of weird. Poison Mist should be almost 0. I saw a video where they are. Yeah, you can get them so often. It's ridiculous. It's such a piece of cake to get those now. So I can't buy that. Get out of the way. All right, so I'm not putting anything else up. So let's go ahead and head back out of here. Like I said, I like this place. Boink. Got to do it in this game too. You got to say "we" when you jump off things. We'll go to the overworld. There we go. And I noticed that, you know, like if your water and your fuel's getting low or something like that. I didn't realize what these extra places down here did, like the water deposit. And it actually does help. So if you go here and you bring your ornithopter there and then just hang out, you can see your fuel gauge go up on your ornithopter. So if you look at the right side of it, and all of a sudden, if you watch it, it's starting to go up. Pretty neat, huh? So you can refuel on your way to different places. So I thought that was pretty neat. Near Pinnacle? It's near Pinnacle Station. You should be able to see it on the map. Okay. Yeah, that's true. If I should be able to see everybody's guild location, guild places on the map. There we go. I didn't think about that. That's a good point. Oh, I gotta wrap it up. Gotta wrap this up, man. I got gotta get dinner and everything like that, and it's getting really late here. Just southeast, it's called Fett's Stronghold. Alright, and as you can see, I pop out here, and my base is right over here. Oh, let me guess, I went in the wrong spot, did I? No, it's right there. Right there. So there's my base, and that's how close I am to entering and exiting. And I see your ship right there. Yeah, I gotcha. All right, now if I go to the map, let's see. So I should be able to see certain bases, like I've got there you are, Fett, right there. You've also got Bob Sandy Boy's Anvil, the Haga Rift, and that it says ElanPaul, but that's just somebody else's base. And then there's one down here as a beginner's base, down here. Haga Base in Southeast. So those are our guild bases, is what those are. And anybody else who is currently online that I can see. So see, there's mine right now. And there's Fett's. So if I do this, nope, that should be able to head straight there. So I like being against that back wall and having access to the overworld map. It's a lot faster. And one of the things I've been doing, if you look at the map real quick, is I've been trying to clear out any of these 3 places here. Whoops. Because you get intel from there, and I want to clear them out first on the map. Come on, drop. Thank you. Whoa, okay, that was a little too much of a drop. Let's try that again. 700, 600, 500. I might have passed it. Hold on. Sometimes when you put down a marker on a map, yeah, that's what I thought. It doesn't always match up to where it should be, and I don't know why that is. So. Okay, here we are. So, is this you? Let's find out. No, you're to the left. You're a little bit further over this way. Is this you? Wow. Good grief, are you kidding me? Is that really it? Yeah, this is you, isn't it? Holy mackerel, man. You know how I'll know if it's his base? That's how I know. Because I can obviously land in his base. And there we go. So not bad. Now, I don't have any of the emotes, leave me alone. So this is very nice. You got some assault ornithopters here, obviously. And a scout. Very nice. And see, this is what I got to do. One of these days, I've really got to organize my storage and everything like that. So, cool beans. Refiners, very nice. Those are the spice refiners over there. You got them moving along. And obviously, you're doing some stuff over here. Are these medium? Yeah, these medium. Yeah. Got to get some stuff going in there, I'm sure. So again, I have a tiny, tiny little base. That's all I really care about. I love the decorative versions of this. This is fantastic. Unlike me. That is a huge freaking cargo container. Good gosh. You could live in there. I think it's about the size of my base, actually. And these are the, this is the carrier. Yeah, the carry-all. That's it. To carry the, and you don't, I don't think you have one, do you? Do you have a sandcrawler? Yeah, I know. It's a huge base, isn't it? It's incredible. I don't do stuff like this. I like to keep things simple, compact, and functional is basically what I like to do. I do the same thing in like Minecraft and stuff like that, so. There we go. Oh, there's your carrot. There's the sand, right? Sandcrawler? Yeah, sandcrawler. Nice. Oh, and you did make one of those, I see. I've been thinking about making one of these tread wheels, but I'm not impressed by them, to be honest with you. And you got Fett sand bike, very nice. And then how many of these you have? You have 2? So that's the regular buggy, and this is a backup buggy, which is interesting. I've never seen one with the round wheels before. That's pretty cool. This must be a higher level one that I can make. Than I can make, so that's pretty cool. Ah, and the super advanced vehicle maker. Yes, yes, very nice. And the larger vehicle. Oh, that's right, you can rename those. I forgot you could do that. Yeah, I forgot you can rename them. I think I need to do that too. Sweet base, man. Very, very nice. Alright, I gotta call it, man. This is gonna be me. I'm gonna head back to my base now. There we go. Alright, dude. Appreciate letting me tour your place, dude. I'm gonna head back home and we're gonna call it. See, Atreides and Hargo buggy. Oh, okay, those are skins. Those are skins. Okay, good. Star, have a nice evening. Thank you very much for being here. And wandering around in Game Land. Indeed. Alright, let me just head back to my base real quick, and I'm going to park for the evening. I got to check my fuel at the base itself and see if my taxes are paid up. I think they are. If they're not, no big deal. I'll pay them next time I play. it takes a while before they give you any guff on it. I always try to see if I can actually scoot in here without any engines, just kind of glide right in and then land, but haven't done it yet on this one yet, but it is what it is. Alright, and I'll put stuff away later. I'm not worried about it. Let's see. Refuel. And that should get them good for 20 days, and I do owe taxes, but I've got 11 days to pay it. Hey, open my door. Must have just closed on me. So why do I do that? Why is the sub-fief in there? It's because I want to keep it protected as much as possible in case one day down the road I did forget my base was here and everything got deteriorated. At least that would stay put, but I'll worry about it another time. Make you an associate quick. How do I make you an associate quick? I mean on the base computer? In here? Permissions. Associate. Hello. Add player. Party. Friends. Search results. Search. Search. Fat elf. How does that... Oh, because it says Django Mango Fett. Fascinating. Boba Fett. Fritusin Fett. I guess you're Fett Prime. Alright. Edit permissions, maybe? Cool. How's that? Is that what we do here? And you can't touch any of my stuff. There you go. But you can come in and go as you please. No problem. Can you get it? You could get inside, right? That wasn't a problem at all. It just gives it... Basically what this does is gives him permission so he can go in here, and if I'm not around, he can refuel the place or something like that and make sure everything's taken care of. So that's what that does. I do know that much, if you will. And if I want to, I can disable my entire base. Don't do that. Okay, good deal. How we doing on water? Water's all the way up. Good. All right, good deal. Ah, man, no problem, dude. And MJ, thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right, so that's it for me. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. What's this thing doing? Is it full? It's full. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. All right, and we're going to go ahead and exit from here. I'm going to go ahead and quit the game, and we're going to go to our end screen. All right, guys. Out of there. I don't know if anyone's playing right now. If there's anyone playing, I'm going to check it out right this second. I appreciate the members that were dropped in. I appreciate that. A nice donation. Thank you very, very much, guys. It's wonderful to have you here. Hit that like button before you leave. Thank you very much for the growing. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll now. So we're at 61%. For the love of... Grow it back. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end that poll. There we go. And the poll results, there they are. 17% voted for the goatee. The 16% said, no. Leave it. Don't grow it back. And only 6% said mustache. How interesting. How interesting. So 61% want me to grow it back. Okay. All right. I'll tell my mom. She'll get a kick out of that. All right. All right. Let's see. So we got to go to there. They moved everything around on us, so we got to figure it out again every single time. And there we go. So who's out there? Anybody that we can go to right now? Preferably No Man's Sky if we can manage it. That would be nice. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my don't see anybody right now doing any No Man's Sky that I follow anyway. One of these days, like on a Saturday, we'll go ahead and raid somebody who's really got something going on. You know, like No Man's Sky that we've never been to before. We'll actually do a search for it. Why don't we just go drop in on Delta real quick and say goodnight to him. Go ahead and drop a like and a sub. His channel's growing in leaps and bounds, and he's doing really good stuff right now with Elite Dangerous. And he's got 14th, right? Yes. Yeah, he's got an event going on right now where it's a community event. He's actually helping people out and playing it as well, and they're joining him on the server, so which is really, really cool. So we'll check him out, say hi to him, make sure he's doing well and everything like that. I'm going to do a raid and run, as it's called. We're going to raid him, and then I'm going to jet out of there. I'm going to go get dinner going because it's getting late. My wife's been texting me for a while now, so I need to go. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We will see you again probably next Wednesday. One of these days I'll do a Saturday stream, but right now we're just going to do the Wednesday nights, and we'll go from there. So take care, and we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye all.